All right, let's get it. So today we're here with the highly esteemed.
All right, nigga.
Wait, I'm trying to pull a Chad. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
I had a whole little intro. You fucked it up.
Oh,
man, I don't even want to do it no more. Y'all give me an intro. How about that? Since y'all ready.
Nigga, you say you was running point, Tony Parker.
I was till y'all. You know.
Go ahead, buddy. Damn.
You opposing team, shot blocking.
Are we? Is this how we started?
Yeah, it started, bro. We just roll into it. This how we go. This how we go.
Welcome back to the SandBox Podcast.
Yes, oh.
We got some special guests today. Chad and Matt from TRPE. How y'all doing?
Good. It's your boy P Crack Cocaine, aka PD Crack.
The Rock.
All right. Doing PD Crack cosplay.
I'm crazy.
Cosplay. You started with flip side, so.
You got a little PD Crack. Yeah.
I can tell that lie, and enough people be like, I see it.
I can see it
A little bit. Money, what's up, nigga? I feel like I ain't seen you like about a month of Sundays and shit. What's up?
Ain't been that long, bro.
It's been a minute, bro. It's been about a month.
No.
It's September, bro.
It's only the second day of September.
Yeah, when the last time I seen you?
Probably like the second week of August.
Exactly.
How often do y'all record?
Every other weekend.
Okay.
And exactly my point. This nigga's almost
So
there.
I missed last weekend. That's why he being a little bitch right now.
I'll
Sound like a bitter baby mom.
Yeah, you missed one before that.
It's alright. You still my man.
Money, you about to be old, nigga. In
Your birthday coming up.
In about 21 days.
Yeah. Why you gotta bring that up?
Because you old.
Nigga.
Every time somebody about to turn 30, ask man, I did the same shit to him.
You know what? It's cool. I'm embracing my me getting older. So
About time.
I'm proud of it.
Do
I'm
better
proud
than
of it. I'm very proud of it.
You say you about to be 30.
Yeah.
So you was born in 94?
93.
93.
93.
Yeah, right. 93, 20.
83, old nigga.
Yeah, really.
I just
83?
turned 31 in July.
Yeah.
Man. I remember my early 30s.
How was your 30th birthday? You remember it?
I was still a wild young teenager at 30.
birthday. What year was my 30th birthday?
How old are you?
I'm about to say, yeah.
How old am I? 38.
38.
So
My 30th
you figure my 30th birthday was
20.
15.
Nah, 14.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was born in 84.
About to turn 30.
Oh, yeah.
So 14. What the fuck did I do that year? I think that was one of the years where everybody was poor, so I just took myself to
With the Bob's Big Boy and stuff like that.
No, in fact, I went to Del Frisco's.
Oh, all right.
And I remember paying because no one had any money. I was just like, yeah, just come on, let's go do something, man. We went to go eat down at Del Frisco's.
Paying for your own birthday dinner.
That's bullshit,
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, and nobody, if them
gotta
phones ain't ringing, if them traps not getting, called in, you got to do what you got to do, man. Like, damn, 30. It's crazy to think. Like, I'm about to be 10 years removed from that shit. Like,
Yo, speaking of man, remember You's birthday at Ruth Chris's?
Yo, is you still on this show?
So
He's a silent contributor.
I don't see this.
all right, so this is what happened. So You's moved down south. You's is in Atlanta.
Right.
So down in Atlanta, he has his own podcast called North to South.
Right.
So we drop on the same network. So under our feed, on 1 week we drop, and the following week he drops North to South on the same podcast feed.
It's all under the SandBox Network.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We was going to try to do the whole virtual thing before he moved, but we figured it wouldn't be the same product.
Shit kind of stinks. Like it's not. It doesn't give you the same feel as in person because you don't really pick up on them nonverbal cues, and sometimes it's like a delay on the audio. Stuff like that.
Yeah, a couple years ago, I was going to take a job overseas in Abu Dhabi, and we contemplated that. Remember the whole doing how would the podcast work? And ultimately, I went. That was when Trump shut the government down. But long story short, I'd applied for the clearance, and because they shut the government down, I couldn't get it, so we never went through with it. But we were contemplating how do we do a show with me in another country, like he said, the delay, how you feeling today, Matt?
Yeah, and it's
3 seconds later.
I'm feeling real good. But you got to be in person to do it, so that makes sense. I didn't know if he was still affiliated, because
definitely.
No, when he pulls over, we usually make content together, or we find ourselves in Atlanta, be on his job.
Got you.
What the fuck was you going to do in Abu Dhabi as a job?
I had a situation lined up with the Department of Defense. My best friend works for the Department of Defense, and it's crazy. You know how Like, look at this guy. He doesn't look. No. He doesn't look that serious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if he just hold off and like, yeah, you know, I fly blimps for the military, you'd be like, huh? And that's kind of like, my homie is like the most non-serious dude on the planet. But then you like,
talking about Jules?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you like, what you do today? It was like, oh man, you know, had to go out and repair these fucking military cameras for the Air Force in the middle of Iran, and you just like,
Nigga.
What?
Nigga, you from Penrose, like.
Yeah, but he's like super dug in with all that shit. But I was gonna actually go into it, and I had a contract offer and all that shit. But like I said, when Trump shut remember that was like a 40-day shutdown for the government. They wanted me to go back through the whole process again, because basically everything got wiped. Mm-hmm. And it's like 147-page application you got to go through. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, to get it's a SF-96. It's basically like a secret clearance on like military bases, but it's just ridiculous. They literally go and they interview your old neighbors, and it's like the most highest level of scrutiny you could go through on like a regular, you not a mercenary type level of this. It's ridiculous. And I got through all of it, and I was just like, I'm not feeling that shit. Like, I'm just
not doing that shit.
Y'all niggas ain't got auto save.
Yeah. Like you be mad when you go to fill out a job application and you upload your resume and it should be like job history, and you be like, what the fuck?
Like it's right there. Like
shit. I mean, like it go through every all your financial history, all your personal history. You got to list your last 8 girlfriends that were actually your girl is.
What?
Your girlfriends?
Like actual people you were like involved with, because the whole thing is they got to know if they can put their thumb on you. Like, would you crack under pressure and shit like that?
All right.
You know, motherfuckers go over there and you like when you go to red zones and hot zones and shit like that. Like you in it, like in it. Like you go to like Afghanistan or Syria, some crazy shit. Like, yeah, like you know, and he did like Afghan like 3 years. So you know he was in Jalalabad, Kabul, and Kandahar. So it's like, yeah, when you get out there and them Jones, it's like motherfucker haul off and yo, here go 400,000. We need this top seed. Like they gotta know that you can't crack under that. You know, so they real big on like, you know, do you drink, DUIs and all that crazy, like just nothing, you know, coming up in your history and shit. And you know, I felt like I could have passed this shit, but
you just want to try and put that time in.
I just it ultimately it was like, yo, I got a situation here, I got my girl here, we got the podcast. I'm just like, do I really want to like chalk it
and up in
you know what I mean?
And moving that shit.
Abu Dhabi, that's not like going to motherfucking Connecticut.
I mean,
or Virginia, like that's Abu Dhabi. Like
yeah, I went over there last year and visited him and shit. We went to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Qatar and shit. But you know, ultimately it just wasn't meant to be. So I just like left it alone. He actually hit me recently. He was like, yo, they back picking up motherfuckers without clearances. I'm like, yo, listen, Chad got about 5 more months to find some money in this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Like, but nah, man. All you know, I think everything works. What they always say, everything happens for a reason. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because it's like you look and like in that moment when that kind of fell, because you figure that was what was that, 17 or 18 when the government shut down?
Yeah, that's before the pandemic.
Before the pandemic. But you figure when that happened, that was when we kind of like took our like next jump with the podcast, like to where it was like, all right, we're going to get serious, really try to turn this into a revenue stream. Because at that time, remember, we was just kind of recording. Like, we was just doing it to be doing it. And, you know, and that didn't happen. And it was just like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm going to be here. Let's do it.
So what finally made you, because I feel like I'm a big-ass fan of y'all podcast. Like, a very big fan. What finally made you, like, want to, like, put your all in and just get serious with it? What was it?
How do you feel about that? Like, as far as your standpoint on it.
My standpoint on it is we originally started the podcast as just like an extension of our everyday conversation. So it just started as like, yo, we should start, you know, recording some of these conversations that we have in like, you know, every day, whatever. I think it's interesting. I think people would care about it and people would, you know, flock to it or whatever the case may be. So we did first episode, we got 14,000 listeners. We thought the numbers was wrong. I'm like, it's no way. Like nobody cares about us that much. Like this is crazy. And you know, it just kind of all like, you know, built from there. And then we ended up going viral on our third episode, which was Migos for President. Which probably got like 7.
That was your third?
It was the third episode.
Damn.
So the algorithm before for podcasts and stuff was like way different and like looser than it is now. And the reason why that episode went viral is because our network at the time, New Media, had a rebroadcast set up where it was basically like we were catching like Amsterdam and the Netherlands like drive time on the rebroadcast or whatever. And for whatever reason, they had all of these people from that region of the world in Europe that were subscribed to this feed. And I'm like, whatever, all right, cool. So over time, it was like 300,000 downloads, 700,000 downloads, whatever. So that let me know, like, oh shit, not only can we do this, we can create content that like spans our initial, core group of people that we was trying to reach, which was just like our region, Philly, Jersey, Delaware, whatever. And it was like, we were having like little moments like that to where it's like people started to really kind of care about the show, and it became like a part of their routine. And we would have like time periods where like we would miss a week, we would miss 10 days, stuff like that, and people would be cursing us out, and I'm like, oh shit, like, oh, y'all really care about this.
That was my first message to you. I told you y'all was falling off.
Yeah, so it's like we would have these situations like that where it's like, yo, we became a part of people's weekly routines. Yeah. Like once upon a time we was dropping on Mondays, then we was dropping on Sundays, then we was dropping on Thursdays, like, because we was all like recording around his work schedule at the time or whatever like that. So we was like bouncing around or whatever. And at one point around like 2019, we kind of went on like a 3-month hiatus. He basically kind of like quit the pod, but was like, we was still talking every day. Yeah. So it was like, you ain't really quit, but you kind of quit. But I'm still talking to you every day. We're still having these same conversations. And at that time period, me and my man Justin Emery, who I call the Podfather, we took back all of our controls, meaning like, all right, we set up our YouTube channel. We got the watch time up on the YouTube so where it was monetized. We, created our own RSS feed. We got a folder of all the past episodes to where we had all of the data in our control and in our hands. And that was kind of like the transition of, it's like, all right, now we have everything. What's the plan and what are we going to do with it or whatever? And during his break, I did 2 episodes. I did one with Pastor Carl, one with Dope Shows, whatever. Me and him got back on the same page. We started recording again. And then like, that's where we started like to have like a strong push with like our merch and like branding, like Media Mondays and stuff like that. And that consistency of basically starting from zero again together, it kind of wiped the slate clean. So it's like, fuck what you going through, fuck what I'm going through, fuck whatever little, lingering issues might be here. It doesn't matter. Let's just lock in and get his shit like a strong 24 months and see what it turns into. And then we started doing live shows. Then the pandemic happened. So we did our first live show. Pandemic happened. Canceled our second live show. Came back at the end of 21. Did our first private show. And then from there, we just been on a real run with the combination of content, the guests that we got. We went viral a bunch of times. We did Umar, we did Smart, we did Core, like all of this different wish list stuff that we had started to kind of like fall in our lap. And it was like one piece of content, but get another.
You good, boy.
God damn, like, I was over here like, shit, man.
That boy good.
Damn.
Sips water.
Drops
mic.
Fuck, man. All right, that's it for today.
I think in the grand scheme of things, there does come a moment where it's like, yo, what are we doing? I think everybody has that, especially when you're doing any type of like creating. And I talked about this recently. I don't know if I said it on a Patreon or if it was on Boss Talk or whatever, but like when you're creating, it doesn't matter what you're doing as a creative, making music, visual photography, if you're painting, doing art, poetry, writing raps,
making clothes,
whatever, you might not get the recognition while you're alive.
Yeah.
And that's reality, and you got to be ready for that. Like I can name you several creators who just didn't get acknowledged for the greatness that they did until they were gone. You might not get it while you're alive, and not getting it where you go work a job, you get paid every Friday.
Mm-hmm. You know what you're getting.
When you get your 5-year, you get a plaque. You get your 10-year, you get another plaque.
It's safe, it's predictable.
You know what it is. Mm-hmm. And I think the balance of both of those, because I worked both of them for so long, of like, yo, I get recognition here if I don't, just little shit like going to work where you don't call out for 3 months, you get a paid day off. You work the year, you get. I used to get 4 weeks paid vacation. You know what I'm saying? You get little shit like that. You make it to 10 years, you get a day off with a lunch. You make it to 20 years, you get this. You make it to 30 years, you can retire and get a pension, little watches. You just have all these little things that you know are coming, where when you're creating, you don't know what the fuck is around the corner. You might get punched in the face. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen when you walk outside, when you working for yourself and creating. And the duality of it all is a bit much to deal. It's too much to deal with. So it does hit a point where you just like, I either gotta jump in or I gotta leave this shit alone.
Real shit.
And I think that's kind of where I got. And I remember that day we was up Northeast. I came to him. I was like, yeah, I went on break from work, and I was like, I'm not going back. And he was like, you taking the rest of the day off? I mean, like, I was like, period. I'm not going back. I'm just not going back. And he was like, give me like 6 months, man. Don't quit today. don't quit today. And we kind of fell into, we attempted the tour, and I look at the tour like a success.
For sure.
I thought it
definitely was.
I thought it was a success. We started out with 6 cities. We wound up having to cancel 2, but the 4 cities we actually did pull the show off in, bombed on them. Like, you know, I thought they went very well. Crowd showed up, participation.
People traveled for
it.
I went to Area 1.
Yo, like straight, like I thought they went off like without a hitch. Then like he said, we started getting, for me it was the acknowledgement of certain people in and around the city, where that didn't happen the 13 years I drove the bus. You understand what I'm saying? Like councilmen and councilwomen coming up to me in the street like, oh man, they was playing your show the other day on the ride to Harrisburg. I really enjoy y'all show. Or going to the Rumpf, and Mike Morak, who's the creating director of the Rumpf tournament, is like, yo, you media, come let me get you a media pass. Like, having shit like that was just like, y'all be listening to this shit? Like, that was, it kind of fuck you up.
And it's effortless too, because it's something you just naturally good at.
Right.
Both of y'all.
Right. And we come on here and we kind of just, I'm gonna keep it a buck. When we started being like 100% transparent with like everything, to me, that's when we reached a point of like, oh, this ain't just nonsense. And I kind of had this conversation with somebody the other day. I'm like, yo, if you're going to like have an audience, your audience has to like believe in you. They have to like be willing to go through your shit with you. And there are people who don't like at times when we be so honest and so real about the shit that we be going through or dealing with or thinking or feeling, but it's the realest podcast ever. The fuck you want from me? Like, there be days where I'm super high energy. There be days where I'm just like, why the fuck he scheduled a show knowing goddamn, like, there be days where I'm super happy. There be days where I'm super sad. There be days where I'm lethargic. There be days where I'm just like, on a high from whatever the fuck might be going on, and we cut the mics on and we talk about it, we deal with it. So that to me was the moment where it was like, yo, if we gonna do it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's realistically get on the mic, and whatever the fuck you got going on, whatever I got going on, whatever we feeling, let's do it. And we had them shows where we make jokes and we can take whatever's going on in culture and give our perspective on it and give our thoughts on it. But them moments where we have like that shit the other night with you on stage, that shit is like, you can't pay for that type of content. Yeah. Like you just can't. You can't. That's real and raw emotion. And I think that's when we hit the point where it was like, when I started seeing us have those moments of me breaking down on the show, you breaking down on the show, us just completely being transparent with what we were dealing with, that was when I was like, no, let's do this shit.
Yeah, people told us that we went from being entertainment to being a resource.
Bingo.
That was the other part of it. So where it's like, we went from who, what, when, where, why, how, telling stories, talking about pop culture, bringing on guests, stuff like that, to talking about our experiences. This what I'm going through with my credit. This what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to buy a new car. This is how you financially leverage to get a supercar, something that's $100,000 or more. Like, very specific, dialed in stuff. And then we would have experts, quote unquote experts, come in and then back up and say the same shit that we say, to the point where stuff would go viral on social media and people be like, oh man, these motherfuckers trying to sell people the Qatar Airlines hack. Matt gave that out for free on the podcast. Like stuff like that. Or, oh, well, y'all been told us you can get multiple Amexes and this, and you ain't charged me $750 to find out and stuff like that. So where it's like, the things that we were saying started to actualize from other people in content spaces, because they caught up to the shit that we was doing 6 to 12 months prior or whatever, and to our audience that were living it and doing it and benefiting from it. It's like, yo, I'm paying you $20 a month at the time to do for Patreon, but you just got me $30,000 in credit.
Exactly.
I done paid for my membership 52 times over. Like, what the fuck I'm complaining about?
And it wasn't done out of a place of like, again, trying to sell something.
No.
You were just telling your story.
I was
literally,
just
you was. I heard that episode.
Like,
you was telling your story.
My credit was like shot, and we would just have conversations amongst us of like, because his credit was shot at one point, and we was literally
$4.99.
dog. Like you're gonna need a major, like seriously. And we just like having a conversation one day in my crib about like, do this or try to get this off the crib.
What works? What don't
and
work?
I'm like,
Stay away
yo,
from this.
cut the mics on, and we just started talking about the shit, and the shit works, and we just started digging for information or whatever, and you know, I looked up and it was like my credit was like a 780, and I was just getting approved for every fucking thing, like to the point where I was knocking off high tier credit cards. I was getting cars left and right, and it's just like, oh shit. And then people started like seeing me out and being like, yo man, I just got approved for a BMW listening to y'all, or I got approved for a crib, or I just got my girl my girl 20,000 from Amex, or I got, and I'm just like,
and you was just telling a story, talking.
yeah, and when I went through the whole weight loss joint and I talked about that on the show, so many people reached out to me and was just like, yo, the shit you talk about dealing with, or the shit you talk about struggling with, I went through that and I never had no outlet. And I told him, we was at the live show the other day, dude came up to me and was like, yo man, I just want to thank you, yo, for like helping me change my life. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? And he was just he was like, yo, man, like, I was in a bad space. I was about to do some bad things to somebody. And he was like, I was in the car. I cut on your fucking podcast because my man always play it. And I listened to the story you told about that microwave with Crazy Lou. And I was in there cracking the fuck up. Job. Yeah, he's like, I was in there cracking the fuck up so much that it like lightened my day. And it brought all my emotions down, and I didn't do that shit, and my life is like flipped around since that moment. I just thank you so much for that. Hey, I'm just like, y'all don't even know should I get this nigga some money? Like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Buy him a drink. Yeah, what is going on?
Yeah. But you have moments like that where, and you know, Philadelphia is a place where, quote unquote, you don't want to be Joe and you don't want to do too much.
Yeah.
But I go out and people can't like wait to tell me what they thought or what they felt or what emotion got evoked or what was triggering or what was this from some shit that we said doing this.
Yeah, I think our transparency disarms people.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like they feel like they know us.
And I was gonna say that before I met y'all, I feel like I knew y'all. Yeah. Like I literally feel like I knew y'all.
We talked about everything. I talked about my mom being a teenage parent. He talked about losing his mom to the point where he broke down on the show. Yeah. Like we've just had these, you know, just various moments for a number of different reasons that all like resonate with people. And the way that we present people also is something that I think people really like are endeared to us about. Like the fact that like our number one goal in creating content with outside people or like interviews and stuff, we don't embarrass our guests.
Yeah, you said that.
Even if they deserve it.
Number one rule, y'all say that.
Even if motherfucker just completely just ridiculous. Like we don't embarrass our guests.
I look at and to be all the way frank, neither one of us have done media training. We've never went to any type of communications program or any of that type shit. But I just throughout my whole life would always get people like, yo, you need to be on the radio. You funny as shit and you tell stories. Or you need to be on the radio. And it'd be like, what the fuck radio? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? What you say? Pooch Man. Like, how the fuck I'm going to get Pooch Man out the drag? Yeah. Like, how the fuck I'm going to get Pooch Man? They got it on Smash. Yeah. And so for this to happen and us to start doing this, and even when we started doing the interview thing, I remember like, our first interview we did was on some like where it felt like a real interview. Yeah. Where it was like, we don't know this person has never met us, because you know we had AO.
Prior to that, we was kicking it with our homies.
Yeah.
We had AO, we had Clint Cole, we had Spank.
Clint, Spank, Kurt, fucking Love, Kev, Jules, Ross, Scooter. Like you just had motherfuckers we know and have been around Pastor Carl. Like you just got people you know.
Yeah.
But it was like when we started doing shit like going to interview Chris Gotti. Like, we don't know the Gottis at all.
That was a major moment.
And we sat down with him in New York, and it's like, Chris Gotti ain't no, like, play around motherfucker. This nigga ran a $100 million company and done beat the feds. And he sit down with us to the point where, like, he's quoting our shit. Yeah. And we're joking and having all this little back and forth to the point where, like, even remember Dan dropped it out, pick the gun up. Like, you know, like, and we got this way of making it feel like it's not an interview, we more so kicking it. And I remember shout out Ra, he works for Bill Simmons over at The Ringer with Spotify. And Ra like was hitting us up for interview advice. And I'm like, why you asking me, nigga? And he's like, because y'all good at interviews. And I'm like, Nah, like you go ask a real interview. He's like, nigga, y'all real interviewers. He's like, y'all are phenomenal at this shit. He's like, I'm trying to get on y'all level, and I'm like, and what level we on? Right.
Different level.
It's crazy. It's crazy how humble y'all are. Like y'all really like humble
because
as shit,
at times
yo.
I don't really.
Y'all are very humble.
And I'm gonna be honest, and this ain't even like some whatever what they call it when something just happens.
Current event.
Not current event, but like when you react to something new. What the fuck is the term? Recency bias. Like it's not even like some recency bias shit. We did an interview with Michael Nutter.
Yeah, I just saw that.
That was a
good job.
That was a great interview.
And
a great interview.
Bullshit. Michael Nutter, who for let's just keep it real. For most of Philadelphia, it's like a very thin line between the love and hate because of certain things like the stop and frisk and all of that type of shit that went on.
They used to call the man Michael Never Been Black Nutter.
Right.
He was looked at as
And like he said,
Uncle Tom,
and
but
like he said about having a certain way with our guests, we could have sat him down and said crazy shit. Had a moment where he probably decided, you know what, I'm getting up and I'm walking the fuck out of this joint. But we were able to like bring this like calm, humanized aspect to him to the point where I had somebody I never seen in my life the other day, older black man, literally, I'm walking out of the parking lot at the pet store. He rolls his window down and was like, yo, you got the show on YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, I think that's what you're talking about, right? Because I don't know if he's talking about Killer Mike. But I'm like, yeah. He was like, yeah, man, I watched your show. You had Dr. Umar on. I thought y'all was really good with him. And last week y'all had the mayor on, Michael Nutter. And I was like, oh, yeah. He was like, yo, I always thought he was like a piece of shit. But man.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was
like,
like,
older black man.
Older black man. I thought that motherfucker like
you look like that nigga Bobby that
But he was like, yo, y'all changed my whole opinion on that man.
Me too.
He was like,
everybody.
No, for
I
sure.
give y'all that.
He was like, I caught myself like, man, I hang out with this motherfucker.
Like it definitely was a point in the interview. It was definitely like that. And I just was like, I told Man the other day, I was like, yo, I was watching the John, and I thought Michael Nutter was like so like stuck up and things like that. Yeah. It was like to a point where he was telling a story or something like that, and he was saying like how he was telling his wife or something like he like going this way. He was like. He randomly was like, yeah, yo, you know, I've been there with you everywhere. Shut the fuck up. I was like, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, Mike Cuss?
I was like, what the hell's going on here? So it just is like,
the best part of it,
crazy.
The crazy part is the best part of the interview that nobody even peeped because we're laughing so hard that no one really heard it. When he told the story about looking for the aux cord in the Beast.
Oh yeah,
you realize like this is a politician who ran like the 5th largest city in the country.
Yeah,
and he's just so West Philly black and just like one of us that it's like. I don't give a fuck about having a presidential motorcade.
Give me the aux cord, nigga.
And if you watch it or listen to it and you hear him say under his breath, when we both laugh, like, oh, you looking for the aux? He was like, I'm looking for the aux cord in this joint. And I was like, he hit that joint perfect, like the joint was perfect. And
that was sincere.
I think it's crazy. He was like, and he had a whole playlist.
Yeah,
like straight up.
And songs I would have played for.
That's some real nigga. That's some real nigga shit.
My homie, his aunt know him from back in the day, and she was just like, yeah, like you don't really understand. Like we look at older black people who like kind of like get off my lawn or get off my steps as blacks, but you don't realize like if you was black in the 60s and 70s. Everybody was pretty much like around. And you hear Michael Nutter, who you kind of thought was like green, is like, no, because I remember when Style Street was worn, and I remember what it was like. I tell motherfuckers all the time, nigga, I got a master's from UCLA, nigga, that's University of Corner Large. Like, that's how old black men talk. Like, he set us up for that dumbass riddle. We both fell right into it.
Real shit,
but and you realize like, oh no, he not green or he not a weirdo. He that nigga was at work.
Yeah, that's what
exactly what it was. And black people have a thing like you at work, they be forgetting like, nigga, I'm at work, nigga. Like, and you hear him say it like he's like every now and then when I was on a campaign, somebody would lean in like, I remember you from the Impulse.
Mr. Mike and shit.
I was gonna say even at home working at a club, I'm like,
what?
Michael Nutter at a club, like
my uncle told me that shit. He was like, yo, his dead ass used to be in the Impulse.
But like you say, that shows how small like the black community was back then. Your uncle knew Michael Nutter.
And it's funny, the old head the other day was just like, yo, when he said the Mixmaster Mike, it's like I can remember seeing in the impulse, because he was like, as soon as they said the carpet on the club, I'm like, nigga, that's the impulse.
Yeah.
Wall-to-wall curtain.
He was like, I knew the name and knew he's like, I swear to God, I never put 2 and 2 together that Mixmaster Mike was. So he's like, I'm listening to this shit like, God damn. And it's like doing that and having people tell me that I changed their opinion on somebody is like, damn, maybe I am good at interviewing. Maybe he is good at it. Like, maybe we are good at this shit. And that you have those moments that like reassure you, like, all right, we making the right decision. We doing the right thing.
We hooping.
Yeah.
He got it on lock.
We where we supposed
got it
to
on
be.
lock.
Right.
So besides Mike, what was y'all like favorite interview? I was gonna ask you that.
I mean, I always say to Jay Petty, and that, like, you know, it's certain interviews that stick out. I'm not gonna lie. The last one we did with Clint, I thought was very, very good.
We hit a lot of we touched a lot of topics in that.
Touched a lot of different things in that, and then me and Clint had our moment at the end.
Omar Tate.
I was about to say Omar Tate. We kind of like it because it was just so.
Omar Tate, who was
the
he?
chef.
Again? The chef. Okay,
Yeah,
that was a good one.
That's one of those interviews where it's like
one.
if we had the setup, we'd have both sat with our legs folded.
Yeah.
Because it was very 60 minutes. That's how it felt.
And the thing is with Omar Tate, where I look back now a little bit and cringe, is that he was more prepared than we were. We were so in awe of his answers that in real time we like, oh god damn. Yeah. Like, all right, hold on, let me get my question together. Like we were kind of fanboying a little bit almost, like to where it's like we weren't prepared for him to be as prepared as he was, because a lot of our prior interviews was so loose that it's like you don't expect somebody to come in so buttoned up the way that he was.
He was giving answers that were just like so like refined.
He was. No, I listened to it. They was very like well put together answers. Everything he answered was like
you
was
know,
dressed
you go
up.
to, like houses and they got like ground pepper. Then you go to them, like bougie blacks and they got the
Olive Garden Joe.
Yeah, like he was super duper refined. Did you listen to T.R. or the Breakfast Club recently?
No, I didn't watch it.
T.R. They asked him when he decided he was going to be king of the South. Did you know you was going to start so much controversy with it? And T.R. was like, well, you know me, I fuck with everybody from down the way. He's like, you know, I didn't want to offend Scarface or UGK or this and that. So he's like, I made it a thing to like go to like all the big dogs from the different areas of the South. So he's like, I went to Luke in Florida. I went to UGK in Port Arthur. He's like, I went to Scarface in Houston. He's like, shit, I went to motherfucking what did he say? He's like, I went to 8 Ball MJG in Tennessee. Yeah. He's like, and everybody was just like, man, shit, nigga, you want to do that shit, do it. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't mean nothing to me. He's like, UGK ain't care. My fucking Scarface said, shit, I don't want to be the king, nigga. You the king. I don't want that shit. He's like, Luke like, man, we going to strip club, nigga. You want to He was like, didn't nobody give a fuck. He's like, and the last motherfuckers I wanted to ask was in my city was Outkast, because it's Big Boy and Dre, like, that's Outkast. He was like, I sat them down, he's like, I asked Big Boy, like, shit, nigga, you want to be the king? Just remember, they come for the king. So you got to be ready for that shit. He's like, okay, cool, Big Boy don't care. He's like, I asked Andre, yo, you care if I say I'm the king of the South? He said, Andre was like, what does it mean to be king?
That's an Andre answer, yo.
He said, well, let's examine proper what it means to be king.
Andre hit you with this esoteric ass way. But you're like, damn, do I want to be the king?
Yeah. But that's how Omar Tate was answering questions. Like, he hit you back with a question in his answer.
That you wasn't prepared for.
Yeah, you just like, oh, shit, I don't know what to do this one.
To that point, we was used to interviewing like rappers and our homies and shit like that. So it's like, yo, you have somebody that come in here super buttoned up, but it's like he's a street nigga for all intents and purposes that turned his life around. Talked about getting shot. Talked about fucking being from Wayne Avenue and all of that shit. I know that strip. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of homies that come from right there in that 100 of Wayne Avenue where he comes from. My old head used to control that shit. So it's like, yo, to know that he came from that, got shot, transformed his life, put himself through culinary school to the point where now you get recognized by Esquire magazine as the 2021 Chef of the Year. You get Time magazine's People to Watch for 2022. And you had I forget what was one of the culinary magazines said he did the most important restaurant pop-up in history. Because he told the story of slavery through food.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, he's always going to be like, I want to redo that interview.
It is funny now that you're saying it. I'm thinking about it. That was like our first interview where it was like we don't know this person, and they came through. That was even before all the other shit.
Yeah, that was like 6 months before Chris Gotti.
Yeah, that was the one where it was. Damn. Because even with Gotti, we held our own and we got a real good story out of him. But yeah, the Omar Tate, John, is funny because I told you I'm re-listening back to old episodes, and I listened to it recently. It was like. It was definitely like 2 or 3 Jones where I was like, what the fuck am I talking about? Why I say that stupid shit? Because he like you said, he was telling the story of like he asked us one of the questions like, were we familiar with something? And I was just like, oh, that's what they use for grilled cheese. He was like, no. Like I was just completely off grilled cheese. Yeah, but Omar Tate was definitely a good. He was a better guest than we were interviewing.
Exactly. So it's one of my favorites because of him, not because of us.
Yeah, and you said prior to like doing the interview, y'all didn't know him, right?
At all.
It was
I just blankly reached out to him. I kept seeing him popping up, whatever. I was on the TRPE page on the gram. I kept seeing him popping up and this, and I dug into his story. I'm like, oh shit, like this a young black guy from Germantown, whatever. That got like this incredible story that nobody's telling, but he's getting all his mainstream media attention, but nobody in the city is telling his story. And I hit him up, and he was immediately with it. We closed that interview in like a week. So I talked to him like one Wednesday. The next Wednesday he came and we did the interview, whatever. And it was just like he was phenomenal. We were like a C+, but he was all like we asked good questions, but like our reaction to some of his answers was like we wasn't prepared.
Like you just not ready for like a answer. Like you ask your homie, how you feel about me dating Shorty, and he take it like so far left, and you just like. Like you,
are you a therapist, nigga?
Like, yes or no answer, my nigga. Like, what the fuck?
And that's kind of what it was. And
we were legit spellbound a couple different times.
And as time went on, you kind of like, you do get more comfortable with it, and you get more of like a.
Because in the moment, we thought that was like our pinnacle. Like, we killed that. No, we didn't. Yeah. Like, we asked good questions, but the packaging and all of the you preparing a dish, all of the plating and all of that wasn't right. Like,
do you have an interview of ours that you don't like?
I don't want to say it because that's my friend, but the Black Poppy interview was so bad.
I forgot all about it.
It was so bad.
I don't think it was.
But it did numbers.
It wasn't bad.
It did numbers.
It wasn't y'all best, but it wasn't bad.
And that also, I can take credit. That was our fault that it came off the way it did. He waited there for an hour. We had hired like an outside camera crew, that was the camera and they was going renting equipment and this and this and this. And good enough guys, they support us to this day and all of that shit. But like. Between that and Sean Cotton, it was just like, bro, like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, y'all need to go back to shooting music videos, whatever, because shooting podcasts ain't it. And they basically, they took like literally 70 minutes or whatever. Compared to, we told them noon, they got there at 1:10. And so he sat for like an hour, whatever. And because that's my friend, he was patient, whatever. But I think by the time the interview started, he was already ready to go. He was burnt out.
Yeah, he was done with it.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what, John? I don't like looking back on it because I listened to it again. Crip Mac.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
I didn't. It's funny, but this is something you got to do, and this is like for all creatives. You really have to figure out your niche, like your lane, your thing. And I realized, like, I guess even in that episode, like, I remember it was like a big deal because we kept talking about him on the show.
Everything around it was better than the product itself.
And then we went to LA. We went out there for the Drake Kanye concert, and we got out there, and shout out Day One. We wound up linking with Crip Mac, and that nigga really pulled up, and it pulled up, tried to put me in the gang and all that crazy ass shit.
Shit.
Yeah, he was like, "You a big motherfucker. Let's go at it in the street. I'll put you in the set." I'm like, "No, I'll put you in the set. I'm gonna call the LAPD. Like, what, nigga? Your heartbeat, nigga. No,
you will go to jail, Mr. Mac.
Yeah,
911, nigga.
That sounds wild.
But you realize that like he's so much of a character, like so much of an antic, and we aren't.
Yeah.
So I've had a conversation with him recently. Like there are certain like characters and antic driven people I want no part of, because I know it's just not gonna come off right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a disconnect, and it's like, and unless we come in there with an agreement between us and the guest that like we're gonna do like a funny Marco, Bobby Altahoff like style interview, it's not even worth it to do the shit, because it's like we sitting here like, all right, so tell me about when you was growing up. And it's like nobody gives a fuck about that,
right? Because it's just not what we do. So when you look at a situation like Nutter or Jay Petty or Chris Gotti or Rod, DJ Boogie Bar, those are real good conversations, as opposed to us bouncing off the wall and trying our hardest to do crazy shit for the sake of.
It's not y'all.
It's just not us. That's just not what the fuck we do.
And to their credit,
and we don't want it. Is the thing.
The audience called us out about it. Not our audience, but his audience was like, "Oh man, y'all just some niggas that pay for an interview." And I'm like, "Damn, they got us."
The jig is up.
You call me right-handed.
I paid Crip Mac $555.
That's it.
But from that, we actually became cool. Like I started talking to Crip Mac like every day and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, it was the first East Coast people to interview him. So it's like other stuff came from it. You know what I'm saying? Right. We got attention. We fucking the video was monetized. It did like 50,000 views. Like, so that was cool. We trended on, I think on TikTok, whatever, with the clip. It's talking about you want to fuck Kim Kardashian. So it's like every interview, we extract something of value. But the product itself, that 28-minute interview, whatever it is, it's not good.
Yeah.
So which interview did the most numbers, y'all think?
Oh,
numbers?
Umar.
Not even close.
Umar. That was a good job.
That's a good.
We had, but
even him, y'all putting him in a different light.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was this, and he's actually that. Like it was good.
And we had that was like that's our best month in the history of our company was January. So we had Umar, we had Core, and we had Smart. Back to back.
That was a good jump too with Smart.
Yeah,
that was a good jump.
Back to back.
It wasn't long enough.
Yeah, I was gonna crack Smart head over that.
I had to say pause.
A lot of people don't know this shit.
He was in the car.
We were
leaving.
So we in New York and we record at Wheezy What the Fuck Studio from Horrible Decisions.
I love
when
Wheezy.
we in New York.
What the fuck?
We actually got some free.
I love you, Wheezy.
Yeah,
we got some time for free up there. We gonna come use that.
Anybody in New York want to do an interview? Let us know.
Yeah, we got some time. But we recorded her joint all the time when we up there, and we were there. I can't remember the exact time, but let's just say the time we were supposed to record was 7:00.
Yeah, we was there 30 minutes before.
We were there at 6:30.
Yeah.
Now again, I'm making these times up, but just giving you the basics. Because it might have been 6 or 4. I can't remember. But let's say we was there. The recording was booked from 7 to 8:30. It was an hour and a half, right? Mm-hmm. That's what time we were booked to record. We got there at 6:30. Mm-hmm. We came from Philadelphia, right? Philadelphia. Me, him, and Dan.
To New York.
New York City. Not like we wasn't in Newark.
It wasn't Jersey.
we was in New York.
We had to cross the bridge, pay that toll.
Yeah, like her shit is like on Canal Street, like in New York City.
In Lower Manhattan.
God damn.
So we in New York. We there. We on time. You know, we there 6:30, 6:45, 6:55. We like, yo, they know the shit's 7:00. So
because the whole way up, they're hitting me like, yo, y'all brothers on the way. What's y'all estimated time? Oh yeah, we good. This and this and that. All right, cool. So at that point, I stopped. I don't have nothing.
Good.
Yeah, we good.
We talked.
So we get there, 7:00 hit. We just chilling. So like they had this whole big set. We like let's just take some pictures. Fuck it. Like we start taking pictures, cool pictures, whatever. 7:10, 7:15. I'm like, yo, hit them, see what's going on. He hit him, was like, oh yeah, no, we had some shit going on. We headed to you right now, baby boy. We be right there.
Baby boy, definitely New York. Definitely New York, baby boy.
BQE right there. I'm about to get off in Manhattan.
Yeah, we on the Van Wyck or wherever the fuck New Yorkers be. So 7:20, 7:25, 7:30, 7:35. I'm like, yo,
what the fuck is going on?
So I'm like, the engineer chilling over there where he at. So we like, yo, is anybody booked in here for like address? He was like, yeah, I actually got somebody booked at 8:45. So we like, all right, it's 7:35, 7:40, 7:45. He calling me back, yo, the Van Wyck is crazy dude and all this crazy shit.
Son,
listen, like all this shit. And we like, man, where the fuck y'all niggas at? We came from Philly. We've been here for an hour. Like, what the fuck? So at this point, one thing I'll say that I do appreciate about him, he's very get it done person. That's your MO. That's that. I don't know if it's the worked in corporate, but it's funny. It might be it. Because when you work in corporate, you don't have like hours. You salary.
Yeah.
Me, I work hourly my whole life, so it's like
when I'm
nigga,
off, when you off, you off.
nigga. Like when I'm off, I'm off. I still carry
I
that
got you.
mentality at
My
times.
sales manager, when I worked for Enterprise Fleet, always used to tell me, we judge on results, not effort. You
Right.
can put as much effort in as you want. That's fine. What are your results? So it's like, if you're not getting the results you want, you need to put more effort in, basically.
Yeah, and he's very, very. We gonna find a way when there ain't a way. And I'm very ain't no way. So I'm that bull. So we sitting in the studio. You remember I was like, give me a dead time. If they're not here at that moment, you're done. You're
out.
Give me the time.
Because now, real quick, not to cut you
Go
off,
ahead.
now the other people that are supposed to be there for the next session,
coming in?
they're
coming
there.
in.
They're just on some early shit. We just around. We was selling incense, whatever. So we just here. You know what I mean? We in the
Philly
studio.
shit.
You need some sea moss?
I got the honorable mango sea moss in my backpack.
Honorable man.
So they start trickling in.
Honorable mango.
Now we having like fellowship with them.
honorable
We're talking to
mango.
them. Yeah, what y'all got going on? Where y'all brothers from? Philly? Oh, we from Brooklyn. We from Bronx.
Yeah.
This and this. Because it's basically like 4 different people that do this show together, and then another one of them that did a show by himself. Or whatever.
Right.
So we talking to them. All like, oh yeah, we got the smart guy coming. Da, da, da. Like, I don't think we know him. This and this and this. 750 come.
No, wait, when you jump, because I asked him, I'm like, give me the time you done. He was like, 750. If they not here about 750, we chalking it. I'm like, all right, cool. And you can see it in his face, like, please let these niggas. And I'm looking at the clock like,
Nigga, please. Nigga, don't show up.
dog,
Please
that
don't
shit
show
was at 7:49. I'm retightening my sneakers. I'm out this motherfucker.
to go home.
Oh,
That shit hit 7:50. I'm like, I'll see you in the car. I'm out. You know
I'm
what
lingering
saying?
like, all right, maybe they gonna come in while we coming
Like this
down.
and shit.
So I come downstairs. I come the fuck outside. I get Dan had his truck right in front of the studio. I get in the passenger side of the truck. I'm texting them in the grill like, what the fuck y'all waiting for? We gonna eat. Like, why y'all still
Gotta go,
upstairs?
nigga.
So him and Dan come down. As him and Dan come down, you see the Benz truck pull up. Another truck pull up. The nigga Smart is like hanging on the side of the truck like a fireman.
like a New York nigga.
Like he's hanging.
Like the old
Wait,
school
he outside.
Tommy gun, he's hanging off the side of the truck like he got the
He's
Tommy gun
hanging
about to
off the
shoot
side
block.
of the
So wait, the
truck.
nigga's not in the truck at all. He's like,
No,
he on a pedal.
standing
He on a pedal
the
like
door
the John, a pedal
and
John.
hanging on to the rack, like the
What
roof
the fuck?
rack. So I was just like, yo, what
Crazy.
the I was like, this gotta be this nigga. He pulled the fuck up. He's like, yo, and you seen the way he talked.
Yeah.
Super New York, super. He's like, yo, I'm sorry, baby. There was so much going on, man. My brother had this. My son, man, was just, yo, we here though. Let's get it done, man. I'm like, I'm in the car with the window, like I'm talking to the captain. I'm like, yeah, yo, you done missed your joint, man. We done. We
Put that
get
on the
ready to
what?
roll. So at this point, Chad and Dan come out the studio. He stopped and was like, "Come on, baby, don't leave. You letting the devil win. You can't let the devil. Not the devil.
New York
He said
niggas.
the devil works overtime, but God works all the time.
You can't let the devil win.
It's gonna be worth it, man. I'm about to bless y'all.
So when he said you can't let, that's when I got annoyed. I rolled the window down. I'm like, the devil has won.
I'm the devil, nigga. We out.
What the fuck you talking about, man? We leaving. This is the whole fucking session. We leaving. So he was like, no, baby, no, we can't do that. Come on, we gotta go back upstairs. So Chad come over to me, was like, look, I know you pissed, man. Let's fuck it. Let's just knock something out. It's 8:00. We got this shit till 8:30. Let's just try to get a half hour. Fuck it. I'm like, and it's so crazy because I'm like, if I don't go back up there, I can't even leave.
I'm about to fucking go.
I gotta sit the fuck here. I can't go nowhere. So I get the fuck out. We come back up the elevator. And no, we on the elevator. And it's quiet. He not saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Dan ain't saying nothing. But Smart is just, yeah, man, we about to tear this motherfucker up. I'm about to bust this shit, man. Y'all don't know what the fuck about to happen for y'all. Motherfucking in here, motherfucker with TRPE, the realest pie. So we come
Spicing y'all.
Yeah. We come up the
know y'all
elevator.
mad.
He's screaming and hollering and shit his way down the hallway, whatever. We get in the John. Shout out to Each One Teach One podcast, because that's the podcast with the New York guys. They were like, hey man, we get it, things happen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know how it be, you know what I'm saying? You just go ahead and start doing y'all John, man. Just let it rock.
They looked out.
So we asked the engineer, we like, you cool with it? He was like, I get paid every hour. I'm like, all right, cool. We go in, we start the interview with Smart. And it was just like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, like, cause I was pissed. Remember, I was like, you talk about, I'm just like, yeah, nigga. So like, I'm on that joint. But he was just so much of like a beacon of like.
He got a crazy energy.
Yeah, he
got crazy energy.
It was within like the first 2 minutes. Crazy he just energy. Disarmed me, and we just.
I said, all right, so we doing this. I took my jacket off.
Y'all didn't talk. That nigga.
He just started going.
He ran it.
The conversation got so good once we got to like the different figures around New York and him talking about Jay-Z and Marcy Projects, and it got so dope that like the other podcast came into the studio. Mm-hmm. So now we in the studio. It's Chad, me, and Smart, engineer, Big Dan. They all four of them came in with their guests. Like they came in and he was just like, yeah, no, come in the studio, man. Let's all get in here. We got to politic and we got to do. And they were like, we like, yo, we know we holding y'all up. And they like, we don't, yo, y'all so good. Y'all fucking up so much. Just go. We don't even care. Like they like, yeah, we won't even record. And I'm just like, what? And that was what happened. And that conversation just happened. And they wound up like really politicking with us. And
then they ended up bringing him back on their show and all that.
He did their show, and we all started following each other. And I saw that the main one just got fucking engaged. Like it became like a whole thing. And they was like, yo, y'all killed this interview so bad, we not even recording. We going in the other room. We going in the other room. Y'all let flame to this shit. We not even recording. It turned out being a good ass night. And it was funny because we was walking out, we went to get on the elevator and shit, and Smart was like kind of quiet for a second, which was not
the nigga not quiet.
We came out, we got on the elevator and shit, he was like, told y'all.
Smoked it. I smoked that shit.
I told you I was gonna bless you, baby. I was like, shut the fuck up, nigga. But that was
that shit.
That was a fun ass night. That was a fun ass interview. That was cool as shit. Shout out to Smart for that.
That was, like I said, that was one joint I feel like should have.
But we missed literally, like we got there at 6:30. We didn't start that shit till 8:00. And it's crazy because we could have done all we could have done
6:30 to like, 8:30.
You know, we wound up. I think it was like 50 minutes or whatever it was. So it wound up, being cool. Like we made lemons out of what they say, lemonade out of lemonade.
Yeah. And then it ended up trending later. Like he ended up like we was kind of ahead of the curve. So like we did our interview in January, dropped it I think February 4th or whatever. By the time it came out, he didn't really have no other media out. But because of our interview, people started reaching out to him because they were like, "Oh, I remember him from Math Howell's show from 2 years ago." So people started reaching out to him, and then he dropped like 30 interviews, like back to back to back between March and April, and then our interview ended up trending later after that, to where it's like 70,000 views or something like that now.
Yeah, y'all doing good numbers.
Yeah,
y'all doing good numbers.
God damn.
When we have like good guests, we do like crazy numbers.
Yeah. Is it the same when y'all by yourself?
Hell no.
No.
Our audio, but here's the weird thing with our audience, right? Our audio numbers are higher when it's just me and him.
Right.
Really?
When we have a guest, our audio dips because the people that listen
and the
audio,
viewership go up.
But the viewership on the videos go up, but our audio drops down probably like 15-20% most times. Umar is the exception. Umar did phenomenal numbers, audio and visual or whatever like that. And we sold advertising against the Umar John or whatever, and I was like, we lowballed ourselves bad. Like, it was enough to like pay for the production of the episode, but I'm just like, motherfucker basically got like a $10,000 commercial for like pennies.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing with audience, and every audience is different.
Yep.
And we were talking about this amongst us the other day. Like, you really have to figure out who your audience is, what they want, and then the connection you gonna have with them. And that's something we didn't, like, at least I didn't think about when we first started doing it. It was just like, yo, put the content out and, get ready to argue on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, like it. Kind of.
But you can have a real deal relationship with your audience where they genuinely love you.
Yeah.
Like they genuinely look forward to hearing from you, hearing your takes and your opinions. They genuinely are happy for you when you have like some dope shit in your life. And that was when I realized, like, yeah, that's what I want. I don't want that adversarial audience. I don't want to have an audience who's only here to critique or diss or say stupid shit about you and say you look like this and you like, talk like. That's not why I'm in this shit. But you get that when you have like this sensationalism to your content. You understand what I'm saying?
Viral hunting and just
viral
saying
hunting.
whatever.
That's a good one. Viral hunting. Like that's what a lot of these motherfuckers are doing. They're just hunting for viral moments.
Just throwing spice
and
out
when
there.
you do that, you're not really cultivating an audience.
It's not a real conversation.
No, you're just getting attention.
Yeah.
And when you get attention for the moment, it's that shit.
You get views, but not a real actual engagement.
Right. So, you might have a motherfucker that throw a shoe at you at a press conference as opposed to, seriously, as opposed to you. My birthday this past year, people were just sending me money. Not on some I asked for, just like, yo, man, y'all do so much for people and give me so much shit for the year. Here go a bean, dog. This shit is crazy as fuck. We go to our events, people bring us liquor and bring us gifts and bring us gift cards, all this crazy.
Just love.
Make us food.
This shit be crazy as fuck. So it's like, you really got to understand who your audience is and what they are. And one thing I've kind of realized is as much as we might like the thought of having a guest or having this person, and then with us going into this next situation, we're going to have bigger guests. They really do just like us.
Yeah.
Like they just like
we have a real symbiotic relationship with our audience where it's like they're kind of like whatever we on, that's what they on. Yeah. Like they cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's like we've become, like I said, a resource. Like they trust our POV, they trust our talking points. They know like I'm not a snake oil salesman. We're not trying to sell you nothing. Right. It's like no some here. Bullshit. Like it's no finesse here. It's just honesty. It's transparency. We talk about any and everything. We field questions from our Patreon audience every month. We dedicate 2 shows to them because it's like it's one thing to talk at people. It's another thing to talk to people. And because of that, it's like we got a situation where it's like, yo, we're never going to have a situation where less than 200 people come to a live show of ours ever again. Like it's impossible. Like it's never going to happen. And the shit is only going to continue to get bigger. And it's like in the last week with this announcement, we onboarded like mad people that aren't even in our audience. Like I had homies of mine that's like super street niggas. Like these niggas tie people up, and they were at World Cafe Live. And I'm just like, yo, what were you doing there? They're like, listen, I'm here to support you. Like that shit was phenomenal, bro. Like keep doing y'all thing. I'm with you. And I'm just like, I didn't even know you paid attention to this shit.
Yeah, no, that shit is real. So it's like, understanding who your audience is and what they want, and what you're gonna do with them and for them. And like you said, we've gotten that symbiotic relationship with our audience now. That's like we on whatever. If y'all say they cool, they cool.
Yeah, we gonna at least give them a shot.
Gotcha.
If it turned out to be some nut shit, we could give you a mulligan. Yeah. We'll give you another shit.
Like if we started a cult, we get like 12 members. Solid 12 at least. Started. Yeah. Everybody get your hymns out. Get your hymn book out. Like seriously. Like, but that's. Again, for me, it's so different from what my day-to-day life was. Like driving the bus, you don't have a these people can't stand you, and you
on 9 to 5, you just kind of go like auto mode. Every day blend together. It just
you go in auto mode to a certain extent, but when you're dealing with people. Because I'm still in the dealing with people business, but it's just a different attitude. And like it's almost like how you were like. You would build relationships. Yeah. That's kind of what you have to do with this. Build relationships. Okay. You seriously, people got to feel like they getting some value to keep coming back.
Yeah, there's a business proposition. It's called with them. What's in it for me? And if you're not if you're a content creator and you're not creating content with that in mind, I'm thinking like, what does the audience benefit from this? Is it entertainment? Is it comedy? Is it information? Is it access? Is it a guest or somebody that they care about? It's like if you're not creating content with that in mind and you're just doing what you think is cool, you're going to fucking fail. That is a fact. Because we are in almost like in a people-pleasing business to a certain extent where it's like, if you don't make content that's appealing to an audience, people not going to watch this shit, they not going to listen to this shit. Right. So you always have to have the people that are on the other side of the mic and on the other side of the camera in mind when you do this shit.
It's real shit.
And you got some people that are better at that than others, and that, speaks to their status. And you got some people that just selfishly create content and then they crash and fucking burn. It was a podcast recently, I forget what it was called, but it was basically like a bootleg Fresh and Fit. And they went viral for
remember that.
The one Mexican time. Bulls or whatever. They went viral for all the wrong reasons.
For rating and everything.
Exactly. We gonna go around the room and rate all the girls rate me in here, and the girls like, you a 2. Bitch, get the fuck out.
Out of nowhere, like what the fuck? Like 0 to 10,
damn. So when I use that example because it's like, anybody on the other side of that camera that's viewing this is gonna think you a fucking clown.
Yeah.
So it's like, so once you're a fucking clown, you lose credibility. I'm out. I'm done.
That's what you are to everybody now.
You're universally accepted as a fucking clown. And then once Abba and Preach or fucking Playback get a hold of your shit and you're cooked. Yeah. You done. And they've been done ever since. It's like nobody's watching that shit because you're a fucking clown. You sat here and told the girl, yeah, I'm not going to take no feelings to this. No, you were too. Bitch, get the fuck out.
That's really how it was.
Fuck what I said, bitch. Get the fuck out.
Keep it real with me. You a 2. Are you out of your fucking
Bitch, I'm an 8 at least.
Yeah, man. A lot of this shit that go on now, there's just no redeeming quality to it.
Yep.
And this isn't even me trying to like diss or grandstand or nothing like that, but like I'm 38. You know what I mean? I'm 38. I'm married. We got this business shit. Like we're not 22.
Yeah.
So the shit that appeased to me when I was 22, the shit I thought was funny, I just
kind of cringe at it sometimes.
Yeah. Right.
I cringe at my old Facebook status.
Nothing embarrassing. Yo, no bullshit.
Post that shit. What was I talking about?
I was looking at my phone the other day. I swear to God. You ever have some shit happen where you drop the phone?
Yeah.
That shit was like, see your memories. I opened it up. It's a picture of me from 2008. It was me laying next to money. And the caption said money on my mind.
Oh my fucking!
I was like, yo, I was a straight weirdo, man. I was like, what in the fuck?
Yo, Facebook has.
Mind you, it was like $90. It wasn't a lot of money.
Money?
No, it was just whatever money I had. Put that down.
Lay it out.
You look back and you just like, dog. Shit that used to appease you or shit that used to entertain you is not supposed to be entertaining you or appeasing to you at this stage in your life. And I look at a lot of different, not even just podcasts, but like a lot of different media outlets. Like they're doing the same shit they were doing 10 years ago. The same messy. Look at Love and Hip Hop. It's the same shit.
Different players.
Yeah.
They keep the same playbook.
Love and Hip Hop El Paso. Just nonsense.
People gonna come back and watch.
Yeah, just brisket and bitches throwing shit. It's just nonsense. And at a certain point, you have to have like a maturation. You have to grow up. You have to just be a different person. So like, yeah, when we were young boys, you know, we would talk like going to Miami 10 deep. And being 6'7" in a room and shit like that shit was like what it was back in the we gonna get a couple bottles of Grey Goose. You know? What y'all talking about, the Long Islands and shit? That was like, we gonna get some flip flops and we gonna walk around Ocean Drive.
The Thong Jones.
Don't let a nigga get his feet done for the first time.
Oh my God.
Dog. That was it. Go to motherfucking Ocean Drive, get you some slushies, and maybe if you really
up on his corner.
If you tearing it up, you might get a scooter for a few hours. That was it. But now it's like, we have breakdowns of like real life. Like he went to Barcelona last year. I went to Dubai the year before that. I went to the Bahamas the year before that. He went to where'd you just go? Turks. Like we give like real, like to the point where people hit me up. Like I love when y'all do vacation breakdowns because it put me on to so many restaurants and so many this and that. Like I gave a whole breakdown of how to like upgrade to the business class suites on Qatar Airways when you fly into the Middle East. Literally, it's just you at a certain point you grow up. You talk about life or you experience life from like a different perspective. Your vantage point becomes different. So a lot of things that used to be funny to me when we were younger, they ain't funny to me now.
A little cringe now.
Yeah, we talk about like we're Twitter after dark and all of that shit. That's third shift. That shit was insane. I would never participate in nothing like that now.
Twitter after dark is just Twitter all the time now. As soon as you open up your fucking phone, it's just like titties. It's like, oh shit.
They deleted me on Twitter for quote unquote platform manipulation. I still don't know what that means.
What the fuck?
They clapped an account, but basically I was going viral every day. Like right before they deleted the account, I was going viral. Like I was having comments that was hitting like 100,000 views, 400,000 views, shit like that every day for like a week. Like I basically mastered like
the algorithm.
I mastered the fucking algorithm, and I knew I saw something that I felt like was going to trend. I commented, boom. I end up with the top comment on that shit. That shit pick up steam, boom. So it was like bringing all this attention to my page. So they deleted my page for platform manipulation. But I could go on Twitter and I could watch literally dick go into vagina.
Literally.
All day.
The
whole thing.
And that's the whole account. And there's millions of
thing.
these accounts.
Yeah.
Bro,
But I got banged for being too popular. Pause.
Like, that's real shit. That's real shit though. Like, Twitter's fucking wild, bro. Like, I can't even. Can you even call it Twitter now?
I don't know how the pause thing picked up steam again, because we had gotten past it. You know what I'm saying?
We did.
Like as a culture, we had gotten past it.
But now
you know that shit
everything.
infuriates people.
Yeah, it makes people
Oh my
mad.
fucking gosh, bro. Niggas be just doing something regular, pause.
Yo,
Like,
my man Shiz, if you pause that nigga, man, shut you pause that
A grown motherfucking man, don't be pausing me, man.
That shit dead ass infuriate people bad, man.
They hate the pause shit.
Oh my god.
It's just fucking annoying, but
It gets overused sometimes.
no, for sure.
You hate that shit.
Dog, it's
It's annoying.
He hate that
because
shit.
it's like, yo, shut up.
hate
Like,
that
you know
shit.
what I'm saying?
like I'm just
Some
talking
shit,
regular here.
some shit need a pause. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sure you gotta say that shit sometimes.
Oh, real shit.
Time and
though.
place.
You about to ask something?
Oh yeah, I was about to say like we came here or whatever. So be it. So speaking of like growing up and shit, right? I don't know if y'all saw this, but I mean, well, we've been drinking. So it's this trend. It's this trend going around like in these clubs and shit like that where
The pouring out the liquor.
they're pouring out the liquor shit, and I'm just like,
I'm gonna keep it a buck with
what
you.
the fuck is y'all niggas is doing?
Can I speak on this as a nightclub expert?
Yeah.
Go ahead, 'cause I'm like-
I'd rather you go at the end because
I'm
you're
about
the
to say
nightclub
because I'm a
expert.
DJ, so it's just like me naturally seeing that shit.
My view on it is like, you remember 2007 to like 2014 was like make it rain culture.
Yeah.
Like that was like the thing, like making
Oh,
it
yeah,
rain. Like
for
it didn't
sure.
matter what you was making it rain. You can make it rain, make a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Drizzle.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I remember going down to Atlanta with like old heads I used to gamble with, and it was he was into a bunch of shit, and he was like giving out bread when we walked in the club. He gave me like $600, like yeah, 601, like yeah, throw this and shit. I'm like, all right, I threw like 212. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck you talking about? That shit in my back pocket.
I'm gonna run the checkers.
A couple Bufords.
And let me get 8 of them big Bufords. Yeah, like straight up. So it's like, yeah, like it to me, it's one of those like motherfuckers are finding ways to like separate themselves, and they're just doing it in the most piss poor fashion possible.
Like,
poor,
it's fucking
Like I remember
retarded.
when buying a whole bunch of bottles, like to where people would come in the club 8 deep. You give us 65 bottles.
Yeah.
Why?
Y'all
not
not
gonna
gonna
finish
drink
this
half of these
shit.
What the
motherfuckers.
fuck?
Like,
And
can't take it with you.
them with you.
you can't take
can't
them
take
with
it
you
with
though.
I've seen people get bottles out the club.
Oh man.
No, but you can sneak them out. You can sneak them out, but it's like half the time you gotta leave them bitches there.
Nigga got on some Avril Lavigne.
All them fucking got 8 pockets over here. Go ahead.
Some Shea Gildas Alexander Jones.
One of them naughty by nature outfits.
Jeff Hardy shit.
Sorry by nature.
So here's my thought. Here are my thoughts on the pouring liquor out shit. So, like Matt said, niggas have gone from it being fashionable to buy 50, 60, 80, 120 bottles. Cities like Atlanta, Miami, shit like that. Houston especially. People were doing dumb shit like that. So now we've gotten to the point where now we're going to buy 10 of the most expensive bottles. So now instead of 65 Cirocs and Bel Airs, we're going to buy 10 Clase Azuls that cost us $17.50 a pop in the club or whatever. The problem with what niggas are doing is that it validates the stereotype that majority of niggas' whole existence is to shit on other black people. Y'all niggas ain't getting money like we is. Like certain motherfuckers' whole existence is validated by that because nobody paid these niggas no attention. They whole matriculation through school. They never got no gold stars. No, their parent never got a phone call saying that Tafik did a good job today. It's just been all negative. Their whole life.
He's laughing, baby.
Their whole life has been rife with negativity and recorrection of their poor behavior. So now I'm trapping or I'm scamming, which is really more so scamming than trapping.
No, for sure.
I'm scamming and I'm getting this bread, and y'all niggas ain't getting money like me. I got this big dumbass Cuban on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That I scam from somebody else. It might be my man shit. It might not be. But for tonight,
it's mine.
I'm king. I'm king. I am king. And we gonna buy 12 Class Azuls and drink 2 and pour 10 out.
I am king.
That shit, bro.
Tonight I am king. So I just saw you with the shot bottle. Like, I am
the
king.
Whole
I am
shit
king.
from soup to nuts is rife with dysfunction and insecurity attached to it. It's
one of the videos I saw, the nigga was pouring the liquor out.
Casamigos, bro.
And it had the, you know, the shot thing.
Oh, the pour.
He was. I'm like, he took that from behind the bar.
He said, "No, bitch, I want the joint. I want the joint from the back. Give me that joint right there."
Yo, motherfuckers, black life, and I hope I don't offend black. In fact, black people are safe. Nigga life. Nigga life is one big ass trend.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a big ass trend. On Monday we on this trend. On Wednesday we on this trend. Friday afternoon we gonna go to that trend. Yeah. If Lil Baby drop on the weekend, we might have a new trend on everything from the cars, the jewelry, the watches, the clothing, where they eat,
the sneakers,
where they
Phillies bought every pair of Asics on earth the last 3 weeks.
Dog.
You can't get a pair of Gel 14 Cayano. Like, you can't.
It's unbelievable.
It's all Philly niggas.
We watched it happen with the Dior Chucks. Yeah. We watched it happen with Rolexes. We watched it happen with Rude. Remember when that shit exploded? It just every single thing, even down to where motherfuckers live in apartments. Yeah. It's just a big ass trend. And if you go away from the trend, people are almost looking at you like, you don't want none of this? Right. You ain't in on this?
Because niggas inherently understand there is some cultural currency for participating in the trend. Right. Putting your own twist on the trend. And a lot of these motherfuckers are just mining for attention and for, to create their own, everybody's a content creator now because it's like we all got fucking Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and shit like that and TikTok. So everybody's inherently some form of a content creator. So they're all trying to like capture these moments of them doing some quote unquote fly shit or y'all ain't up on this or I'm starting this trend or whatever. And it's just like, that shit seems so miserable to exist in that space where it's like you're just constantly seeking outside validation from people.
It just all like I was saying it to my homie the other night. You know what I'm kind of like over at this point? Like the emerald cut stones in the pieces. I'm at the point now where I was like, I'm back like princess cut. Like I like that shit again. Like that emerald cut, it's become so like niggerific. Like it's it's like niggerifically trashy all the time. Right. And it just a lot of, when you look at it from like, an above standpoint, you just like, why does everything get like this? Where you have jewelers and fashion designers and all of these people who are making billions of dollars. Like when you realistically break down the numbers and you look like since the pandemic, there's like 500 new billionaires in America. Yeah. And you see just how like Jeff Bezos went from 115 billion to a net worth of 220 within the pandemic. Yep. He lost 40 billion and still kept a divorce. And you see shit like that, and then you look around and you see like the life that the rappers and the entertainers and the ball players show you, and it's just pour out your bottles, buy more G-Wagons. Who gives a fuck?
Crash the Lamborghini
Who
truck.
gives a fuck how much the Rollie costs? Buy it anyway.
Remember in the late 90s, cop and crash whips? That was a talking point in all of the raps. We're back to that shit again.
Jay-Z straight said, we don't drive X5s, we give them to baby mamas. I remember, I was like, I wanted to get an X5M, and the nigga was like, man, you don't get that to your baby mom. And I'm like, you don't have a car.
Nigga, what?
You don't have a Cutlass Sierra.
What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
got a bus pass.
You don't have an Oldsmobile.
Like I said, man,
it's all a trend.
all that shit is tied to insecurity.
And when you not a part of this shit, it almost make you feel like you. I tell the story. I've told it on our podcast. I'll tell it here. We went to Miami in 2014. We was down. I won't say what we was down there for because he didn't sponsor
Pain
the
gang.
show. Yeah, we went down there, and
putting in that pain.
And me historically, I'm not a club person. The club has never really been my thing. I don't dance. I don't.
I don't shake my head.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I look at like going to the club. I remember I was younger. So, I mean, I'm older, so I remember like when I was young, looking at like Strictly Business and all of that type shit. Like you going to the club, you got to get out on the dance floor. Like you
gotta fuck it up.
Yeah, you got to know some. You got to have a routine. Right. So I just never was a club person. It just never. Yeah. He's a club promoter and literally ran one of the biggest strip clubs in like the whole tri-state. This is his world. And this is one of my best friends. And my man Ra, who I grew up with, is a DJ. Again, one of my best friends. These niggas would do shit together. I have never been to one of like I'm not coming. It's just not my thing. So we went to Miami and they was all like, oh, we going to I think it was what the fuck was it? Cameo? It was Cameo.
Yeah, Cameo.
They like, yeah, we going to Cameo. Everybody go, we gonna pull up with all the whips. We'd all rented cars or whatever. And again, the car rental shit, I'm all for. I had a Maserati. That shit was like $700 a day. I'll pay that because I like cars. I always wanted to drive a Gran Turismo MC. I'm getting it. Cool. I got it. Shit was fun as fuck. That I don't give a fuck about. Staying in a 5-star hotel that might be $1,000 a night. I do not give a fuck about. Buying overpriced liquor makes no sense.
Bro, like it just
to me.
It just doesn't.
We pull up the Cameo. I'll never forget it. We pull up the Cameo. Yo Gotti was out there. Yo Gotti had a white Phantom and a white Range Rover. And Yo Gotti, they had to like move up his car so that we could get all the cars we had rented. Of course, we didn't own these cars. But they had to move his shit to get the rentals up. And I remember he felt the way like, fuck y'all moving my shit for these. But then he saw how many cars. So he's like, damn, niggas, all right. Because it was like 10 of us. You know what I'm saying? Mike Epps was across the street because he was performing across the street. It's like a comedy spot across the street. He was performing. Remember, he was hanging out of a truck and everybody was going crazy because Mike Epps was like hanging out the window or whatever. We came in the Cameo deep as fuck, and we had like, it was like 3 sections, like all these Philly niggas. Like, so everybody was like, yo, we just gonna make it real simple. Everybody just grab a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking like, all right, you know, simple enough. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 20 of us. We get 20 bottles. That's I get it. And the girl leaned in. She was like, what do you want a bottle of? And I was just like, I don't really drink at the time. I'm like, just a bottle of Grey Goose, I guess, some vodka or whatever. She was like, okay, yeah, they $500. And I was like, no, I don't want a case.
Just a single. One will do.
I don't need a shipment.
Not wholesale.
One single will be appropriate.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need a crate of this shit. I said, just one bottle. She was like, yeah, they $500. I was like, yo, I'm out. And I came walking, everybody's like waiting in line to get in. I came walking back out the club, and they was just about to take the Maserati away. And I was like, yeah, let me get my car,
Give me that.
So he gave me the joint, whatever. I slid. I went down the street. It was this pizza place. I got a Meat Lover's Pizza. Pulled back around. I waited in the parking lot for niggas.
Fuck yo.
Motherfuckers came out. They seen that pizza like, damn, I'm like, stay the fuck with me.
Y'all just spent $500 on a bottle, nigga.
I chilled in the parking lot, just fucking with people that was walking by and shit. I had the time of my life to the point where people was coming to chill with me outside on the bench. Too hot in the club. My man JT was like, yo, I never seen a nigga go to the club and just chill on the bench. I was dead ass posted up. I'll wait for y'all, man. We get out and we figure something out.
Too much going on in that.
Yeah.
I got a pizza, nigga.
But it's like, yo, $500 for a bottle of liquor is insane. And now it's gotten to the point like he just said, I see some of these bottle prices for some of these spots, and it's like $900, $1,100,
what?
$1,400. Like, what the fuck?
Is it laced with gold or some shit?
We was at a club.
We
did a show at a club. Again, I won't mention their name because they ain't sponsored the show. I was looking at their price list for their joints.
It's egregious.
They have a superstar gold package in their price book. You know I'm not making this up. The price is $25,000. So I was like,
$25,000.
I'm like, what the fuck do you?
Hold on, like, what the fuck comes with it? Like,
what are you providing for 25 grand?
Is it a new car with it?
Like, a pink slip, nigga.
Yo,
I don't want to say
flipped the
that.
shit over. That shit said VIP transportation to and from the club.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. It was like 6 premium bottles in your section for the evening. I'm like,
6?
all right. Then the next line it said 2 courtside tickets to a Sixer game. Y'all just doing any fucking thing now, man. What the fuck? You get $400 worth of groceries. Y'all just making shit up now. Dog.
They throw whatever in
You get a half a dozen signed white tees to tighten it, girl.
To go to the game with.
Yo, that shit said 2 courtside tickets to
2
a
pair of
Sixer
Dream
game.
Chaser Pumas. Like, what are we doing here?
Yo, man, it's just like the club is crazy as shit.
$25,000. That's crazy, yo.
I'm somebody. I made my bones in nightclubs. I worked in and around nightclubs promoting, and then I was on the management and the ownership side for like better part of like a decade, like 7-8 years. And the whole shit is based on exploiting people's dysfunction and willingness to just like, it's like testing the limits of like how much will you pay to have a good time.
No, that's real shit. That's,
Like,
no,
we'll just keep pushing.
How much crazy shit can I
you gonna do
try
it
on
golf
you?
for shit?
Like, before you don't give me your credit card.
All the sections that was 2,500 is sold out. Bet section 7,000. Let me see. Oh
And
no, you don't got
they'll pay.
7,000. Give me 5,000.
Yeah.
It's like that shit. It's like
I played poker for an extensive period of my life. I was playing like high limit at one point, and I'll never forget. I was at Parks. I was playing a 10-10 game, and I was talking to a nightclub owner. I won't say where, but he owned a nightclub in Philadelphia or whatever, and he was basically telling me how he was saying it like he called us niggas, but he didn't say it.
Niggas.
But he basically was like, on nights when the brothers don't show up.
The brothers.
Yeah, on some straight Hulk Hogan shit.
Yeah,
He was
brothers.
like, on the nights
Brothers.
when the brothers show up, it's such a weird, because he was like on the phone with his guy who was like at the club because he wasn't there or whatever, and he was like saying it to his homie, but I'm close enough that I'm hearing this shit.
to that.
And he was like, yeah, man, you know the nights when the brothers aren't there, it's just such a weird night in the club because it's like you don't got no bottle sales. He's like, granted, you don't got to pay for all the security. And I'm thinking about the shit, but it's like,
wow.
yeah, when you got nights where it's like EDM night or soft rock, you know, hanging by a moment night or whatever, it's like you might need 4 or 5 security guards, but on the flip side, you ain't selling 160 bottles of liquor.
Yeah.
Because they're buying poured drinks and beer.
Niggas ain't,
yeah, they
buying regular
they
shit.
buying orange juice to chase their
Yeah.
MDMA pills with.
Yeah. But
Ginger ale.
on nights when the
Ginger
brothers pull up, you need 20 security guards from RIP.
And that's just outside.
That's
That's
just
how I say,
dope.
yeah, that's just
He
outside,
had
yo.
to
That's to
dope.
make sure they don't get the ARs.
Yeah.
listen.
You need 20 security guards up front. You know, but on the flip side, you know you might have a situation where if this section buys 7 bottles, they're gonna see that and buy 14 bottles.
Creates a chain reaction.
And don't let the big section see the hoes going crazy, because then it's gonna be like, bring us 35 bottles. And before long, I know for a fact my best friend, literally Jules fan that shit. He was like, he came that night was just, it was so funny because I was playing poker at Sugar House. They was at
Golf and Social.
Golf and Social. So if you go out on the balcony, we would go out there and smoke weed.
Yeah.
You can see Golf and Social.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, everybody is like normal size, and Jules is 6'6". So I'm like, I can see him walking.
meandering through the club.
So he's hitting me like, yo, I just pulled up with my people from down south. We going to Golf and Social, whatever. He was like, I hit Chad. Chad said they was in there. You was with like Dev Tate or whatever. He was like, yeah, everybody said they in Golf and Social, whatever. So he like, you coming across the street? I'm like, nah. I'm looking at him like, nah, I ain't coming over there. Mind you, it's like, I know, because I'm Philly, I'm like, it's 1:04. I'm like, how much longer they going? I'm like, I'll just link with you after because the club closed at 2.
Yeah.
He hit me like 15 minutes later. He was like, damn, dog, I just ordered my bottles. The fucking lights came on. I forgot I was in Philly and shit. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, because down south, the clubs go till 4 or 5 in the morning. But that shit closed at 2.
Yeah.
He bought 3 bottles of liquor, spent $1,600, and literally had them shits for like 8 minutes. I was,
Hunting, bro.
he was
I'm
just
like this.
Right. I was like, yo, you want my jeans? I'm pretty big ass jeans over there. Like, but But it's like think about that. Think about how many times that happens.
Oh shit.
Think about how many times that happens to somebody where they come into a club and buy a bunch of bottles and then just
5
roll.
minutes later.
That was a mess of a night too. Now that I think about it.
He bought 3 bottles and straight bounced.
That sound like
All I hear is the finesse. I ain't gonna lie.
Because here go the crazy part. If you walk into Denny's and Denny's close at 11 and you walk in at 10:30, be like, yo, you know we shut the grill off in a couple minutes. You sure you want orders? Like, they'll tell you that shit. But if you walk in a club and it's only 8 minutes left, how many bottles you want?
Yeah.
Taking your money.
Yeah, we'll take the money.
That's
So
it.
I've seen nightclubs and I've been in nightclubs where motherfucker come in at the buzzer and change what time the club closed. Like, oh, such and such came in, bought 10 bottles. We stayed open until 3:30. Like, I've seen that happen in real time. Like, where it's like my homies are coming somewhere. They be like, oh yeah, we want to buy 10 ace of spades. All right, what time y'all close? Whatever time you want. Like, you just spent fucking $4,000 or whatever. All right, yeah,
Gotta stay open. Like,
yeah, we staying open.
And the reality is this when it comes to like the club shit, at least from the little bit I've seen, it's like when you got half naked, drunk women, you can get niggas to do just
anything.
about. Like
Bro.
he know, like motherfuckers will
Anything.
pay a cut line, motherfuckers will pay more at the door. How much valet? Bean. Here you go. I got to get in there. Like it's like that shit. So it's all a big mess of a situation.
That's like the joint what happened at the Powerhouse with the Chris Brown joint when we went to the club that I was promoting for and shit. Remember we pulled up?
yeah.
Bro, so I don't know if we told the story before. We probably had told the story on the podcast or whatever, so be it. So we pulled up at the Powerhouse or whatever, so be it. And the club I was promoting for is not there no more, so it is what it is. So we pulled up or whatever, and Chris Brown, his joint pulled up like right after the fact that we pulled up. We come around the corner. You know, his door is...
I got a funny pull-up story. Go ahead.
His door, door opened up or whatever, so be it. You know, girls going nuts. Niggas like, oh shit, this is about to go crazy. Niggas like, yo, they rush to the door, try to get in the club. Nigga poked his head out, was like, door closed, bus ran around the corner, took off. Bro, I swear to God, they ain't have his bread. My manager came running out the fucking club and shit. It just is like, bro... Like, it's like you said, you could get niggas to pretty much do about anything. It is like, these niggas really was trying to cut the line just to get in the door before he was supposed to walk in.
Yeah, because once he walked in, now the price go up.
The price go up. Like say for instance, like it probably was like maybe like 25 to get in or whatever, so be it before the fact, before he walk in.
Yeah, he walked in, that's 100.
Yeah, now it's 100, 125.
So I paid a cut line. That's still
I paid a cut line and shit. Like, it was... It's just crazy, like you said, when you see these niggas doing any fucking thing, and like I've lived the club life for like pretty much the past, before I became a DJ, for the past, I want to say like 12 years. Yeah. So it's just like me seeing shit like that in the club, and I just went out like a month ago to Delaware partying or whatever, so be it. We bought this bottle of Henny literally for $180.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is crazy,
and that's
bro.
cheap.
That shit's $30.
That shit is $30.
And the 180 is a steal.
That's cheap.
So you gonna charge you 300?
Yeah.
That's cheap.
It's like I don't understand, but it's just like when we got there, we seen see the chicks there, you got the sections open and shit.
And if you don't do it,
you gotta entertain.
And if you don't do it, you're like a loser.
Exactly. It's like it didn't matter.
Fuck wrong with you?
Exactly.
I remember going out back when I was young, and like you could go and like go to the bar and get like a drink.
Yeah.
You remember buying a bitch, sending a bitch a drink?
Yeah, like yo, send her a Long Island real quick. You know what I mean?
Send her a motherfucker.
Tokyo tea.
Mojito or some shit.
Yeah.
Now you gotta send her
Like
a bottle.
16 or 32 ounce.
Yeah.
Give it a 32.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see where this goes.
Big cup.
Like, now you gotta send
Give it a big goal.
You gotta send her 2 bottles. You know what I mean?
Tokyo tea.
Crazy, like
That's real shit. You can send a bitch a drink.
Man, we was getting like, I remember when we elevated to like drink towers and shit like that. Like Mikey's had the fucking blue blue trash cans and shit. You can get them in a tower. That shit $37.
Yeah.
Yeah, center of tower. You the fucking man for the night. These hoes want ace of spades.
2 bottles.
I went out 1942.
4 hookahs.
I went out recently. One of my homies, he had a brunch for his birthday, and he's one of those trendy niggers, and
got a great life, great career, but a trendy nigga.
Trendy niggas.
Yo, it's like,
He one of them trendy
Uncle Ruckus.
I apologize for
Trendy niggas.
and me, I'm like, when I hear brunch, I think like very good food.
Oh man,
maybe some soft music,
mimosa, maybe
mimosa towers,
in a real nice decor.
Yes, indeed.
Something. When he told me where it was at, I didn't know what that was or whatever. And I told him, I'm like, yeah, it's at so and so. He was like, yeah, you going there? It's like, I mean, that's where it is. Yo, when I got there, I walked in and it was like 2 of the girls that worked there were walking past me carrying a giant American Express card that lit up. I was like, oh,
It was a role place. God damn it.
oh no. Fuck. And we got in there and I'm looking at like the patrons for this breakfast and I'm looking at them like it's like it felt like I was like at like a Love and Hip Hop set. Like it was like that and I'm looking at them like, yo, this can't be good. And the girls is like, yeah, we getting ace of spade. And I'm just like, I'm not getting ace of spade. Like, what the fuck?
That's what fried chicken and shit.
The girl,
I just want some ace of eggs.
Yeah. The girl came and gave me the hookah menu, and I like the hookah shit. She gave me the hookah thing, and I'm looking at it, and it was just like, the VIP hookah was like $120. I was like, I'm not spending $100. I want to go get some cigarettes. I was like, what the fuck? Yo, I was like,
the hookah shit in the clubs right now is completely out of control.
Oh yeah, that shit's wild.
When we had after midnight, we was selling hookahs, them little cage hookahs, $25 to buy a motherfucking hookah.
Yeah.
Cold replacements, $5.
Yeah.
Now you go to a hole in the wall hookah, $65.
Bro.
Yeah.
real shit.
the other night, the girl,
$65.
the other night, the girl, I ordered a hookah for them. I wouldn't even smoke because I was over there. She was like, oh, they want a hookah. But I'm like, oh, get him a hookah, whatever. She took my card and she handed me the thing, and I'm looking at it. That shit was $65, and it had the drum for the tip, and I'm like. Like what the fuck, man? Like
if your tip not in there,
I don't know what the fuck to tell you right now.
Tip not in there for $65.
a whole canister of hookah flavor costs you between $9 to $22 if you get the exotic.
No, for sure.
And you could turn around and make 30 hookahs out of that.
Yep.
So you doing 30 times say 60 just to keep the math even. You talking about $1,800 off of a $9 to fucking $22 investment.
Yep.
I'm not tipping, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't getting that
I say all that to say I'm never tipping.
That shit is unfucking believable, man. And just hearing the stories you hear about, like, girls getting, they work a section, motherfucker, about 20 bottles. They only open 8 of them. It's 12 there, but they done already paid for them. They heard. She's selling them back. That shit is, now the bitch is a liquor baron. Just walking through the hood. That shit is crazy.
She a wine and spirits now.
Get a load of Al Capone over here.
But you got speakeasy.
Fucking Nucky Thompson over here.
Real shit. Lucky Luciano over there selling fucking bear. Like, but it's funny, you said the pull-up story. I don't know if I ever even told you this shit. So you remember Soul Control?
Yes.
Jules gonna hear this shit. You know Jules had a play in Soul Control or whatever, and they ruined that whole situation. He didn't, but they ruined
I'm one of
it.
the only people that didn't get burnt by Soul Control. Shout out to Stevie Got Stacks.
Yeah, man.
Back in York.
Shout out to
Back in York, PA.
Yeah, man. Soul Control.
Selling cigarettes, ironically.
Yeah, that's
Selling
funny.
cigarettes.
Selling loose.
What are you talking
His
about?
family controls all of like the cigarette and tobacco trade in York, Pennsylvania.
I could believe
That's
that.
how they made their
White folks and shit. But Soul Control, for a lot of people that don't know, that was strange. Soul Control.
He just
should at least duck.
we just gonna keep going.
Soul Control for a lot of people don't know was like a real big sneaker situation in Philadelphia. They had a store down at the Piazza. And shit.
Okay, all right.
And
I had an event there.
Yeah, the Piazza at one point was like,
it was that shit.
Where we going today? We going to the Piazza.
We going to PYT.
We going to PYT. We gonna stand around for 3 hours.
We gonna go to an art gallery.
We
We're gonna go to an event at the art gallery. Then we gonna go back to PYT.
Then we gonna
have some unprotected sex in the parking lot.
Hey, yo.
The Piazza, like, one of my homegirls lived in the Piazza. She was like, I thought it would be so decent living there. She's like, when you get there and realize this shit don't stop from niggas, I gotta get the fuck out of here. They had a projector out there. Yeah, like, the Piazza was crazy as fuck. But anyway, they had a store at the Piazza selling sneakers or whatever. And shout out Reefy, shout out Jules, Stevie Got Stack, all of them. They would have, like, a lot of people coming through the store because it became like the premier consignment sneaker spot in like downtown Philadelphia. Because, you know, we don't really have, this is before Suplex and all of that shit. It was Soul Control. And Jules and them, they used to be at the store because they had stake in the store. So they used to just be there or whatever. So I would go down there and meet Jules. We would go over to PYT. We would go over here. We just down there. Yeah. So that particular day, he was like, yo, cuz, come down to the store. He was like, Meek and them supposed to come through because Meek had his concert that night. It's funny how looking back on this, but that was the night Meek, that was the day Meek did the video with Drake. For Amen. At the art museum. And then they performed at Susquehanna Bank Park over in Camden that night. So he was like, yeah, Meek and supposed to come past the store before they go over to Camden or whatever. So I was just like, all right, yeah, whatever, I'll slide down to the store and shit. So that particular, I remember my Cadillac, my DTS I was talking about, I had a Caddy DTS, black with chrome rims.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I want that joint when I was in high school, yo. I ain't gonna lie
Yo,
to you.
listen, and we talked about recently on our Patreon, if you haven't subscribed to the Patreon, patreon.com/official TRPE. That's a plug I'm going to throw out there.
That's a good plug right there.
But we talked about, somebody asked us, because we do questions with our audience or whatever, what was your favorite car you ever had in your life? And I said my DTS. I had a black DTS, cream interior with chrome. It was my favorite car of my life. And I just got that shit detailed, like clean. I mean, like, them Mexicans did a wonderful job. They did a phenomenal job on the detail. I mean, that shit was shining. And I mean, I had the sunroof open. I had my music blasting. I'm riding down to the Piazza. I pulled up to Second and, what is that, Spring Garden, right where you turn off. I pulled up the Second and Spring Garden. I turned off, but you couldn't come past where the Acme was. You had to come around the backside, you know, like the little block that dropped into the back of the Piazza. So I'm about to turn onto that. It was like, it might have been like 15 bitches standing on the corner, and they all were looking dead at me into my car. I had the music whamming, and they all was like jumping and bouncing. And I'm just yeah. And then the chick like came running into the street, and I'm like, oh, she's about to come over. Let me roll the window down, baby girl, come on. She came running at the fucking car, got to my car, and came around the side and was like, Meek. And I looked, Meek was next to me and his ghost. Oh, that's what y'all was worried. Oh, okay. Watch out, Rook. Let me get through there.
Damn, the ghost.
And I just made the right. Nobody cared.
Let me just.
And I parked the Soul Control. Came and get Meek around the corner. He about to come around. Any minute. But he had just got that white ghost. Yo. He came around the corner.
Man.
Then the black Aston Martin with the gold rims. They had a Range Rover. They had a blue Benz. They had a bunch of shit. They pulled up the side. That was fun. I'm talking about, you couldn't tell me the bitches wasn't looking at me. They were looking through my car.
The caddy is getting max respect today.
This is everything.
I looked to the side. I'm like, God damn, me. Shit.
I was the man. That was the turn of the Mac, goddamn.
Big ass white ghost right there. I was cracking the fuck up off of that. But yeah, that it's funny. I always remember that day because they had the big bus came down and all of that shit. Yeah, that was a funny ass day. We was all in. It's crazy looking back on what Soul Control was.
Soul Control
that was a pivotal spot.
They had the opportunity.
It definitely was.
They had a situation they had with a basketball player that was going to franchise the locations and all of that. And you know, in order to do so, he had to have his financial team dig into their financials and all of that shit. And they were like, absolutely not. They got to like the first stage of like vetting their financials. They was like, this is a fucking mess. Like, and sure enough, like 7-8 months later, the shit went belly up. Stevie stole everybody's money, went back to York, disappeared. Yeah, burnt a bunch of vendors and shit. It was nasty.
Motherfuckers was coming down there just taking whatever they could get their hands on. Like, that's how bad. Because, you know, when you do consignment, you know, people got real live, like, y'all in the sneaks and shit, I assume. Yeah. Like, you know, when you dealing with, like, sneakers, like, not like GAs or general, I'm talking about, like, I got a couple pair of sneaks where it's just like, I know this is worth $2,000. I know this is worth $1,500. I know this, but you know, shit just go up and up, and depending on the availability or limitability. Like, it was motherfuckers down there that had like $50,000 worth of sneakers in the inventory, $70,000 worth of sneakers. Like, I know motherfuckers personally that have like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of sneakers. Yep. So it's like, like if you think about it, if you got the Kobe Preludes, like if you got 3 of those, a pair of like Paranorman foams or some couple
Just Dons.
Yeah, like dog, I got a pair of Just Dons, the blue ones. Like you got a couple of those, you at like $15,000 already. So it's like month for you, especially once you start getting into like player samples, because I got big feet. So we was always
say sizes. That plays a major
So I was always getting like player, and it's crazy looking back on it. Like I was getting Michael Finley player samples when he played for the Mavericks, Jordan 15s. I get them for $100 off eBay. That's just where the game was at. Yeah. I had a pair of Tim Duncan flight posits. They had 16, so I could fit them, but not really. I wear 15. But the Tim Duncan wore 16. I remember having Vin Bakers, and we had the Reggie Miller 12s and the Ray Allen 14. Like we just getting shit. And out of nowhere, the sneaker boom happened. I always credit the LeBron 8, the South Beach. Yeah. To me, is the sneaker that kind of fucked everything up.
Yeah. It was the LeBron 8 and then the Grinch at the same time. They both came out maybe like a month apart.
I remember walking into Foot Locker at Plymouth Meeting Mall, out of all places. They had the South Beach 8s on the wall. And I looked at them, green with the pink strings. I was like, I don't know if I could rock with them. They was $170.
Yeah. I did the same thing at Foot Locker in Cherry Hill.
Yo, they had them at the Foot Locker.
To the left, like,
at Plymouth Meeting Mall. I came back in there. They had them on the wall again. I seen it. They still was, I was just like, do y'all got them in a 15? She was like, yeah, we got them in a 15. I was like, bring them out. She brought them out. I looked at them and was just like,
nah.
The fuck am I gonna wear with this?
It was no bullshit. Like a month later, they were just gone, and you started to see them pop up on eBay, but they weren't popping up for like what they cost. They were like $312. I mean $310, $315, $330. Yeah, and I was just like, why is that sneaker going for so much? You looked up a couple months later, $600, $700. And what it was once LeBron did the conference, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, because they the preheats. That's what they call it. That shoe got to where it was selling for like $1,800 in a 15. It was just ridiculous, yo. And to me, that sneaker kind of like set off a chain reaction through sneaker world where a sneaker would drop, and a week later, it'd be on eBay for 3 times what it cost. Because a lot of people don't even remember, because a lot of motherfuckers is just young and really wasn't in the sneaks. There was no going in and getting a ticket or having to get on. There was no app.
I remember when Jordans used to drop on Wednesday.
Nigga, I remember.
I used to go in City Blue and get my Jordans.
I'll tell you how crazy
Wednesday.
this shit was. Me and Jules was going to City Blue. You give them extra $20. They give you the sneaker but make you leave the box. That was like a real thing. You could take the sneakers, leave the box for they like inventory shit. Give me them joints.
We used to go and I remember when Sneaker Villa first came to PA, it was a whole big ass deal. It was like, this company, they from like Western PA and Ohio and this, they come into Philly, blah, 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 because I was working at Total Sport at the time. And we got cool with the manager of the big Sneaker Villa in the gallery that was on the other side, like back toward 11th Street or whatever. They used to let us go in there and just take whatever we wanted. Like fucking Altitude Jordan 13s, Air Raids when they got reissued. We would go in there, buy 17 pairs of Air Force One, shit like that. And it was never no problem getting sneakers.
I can remember when the LeBron 9s dropped, and it was like all of the GAs, you just I bought the Summit Lakes in Foot Locker. I bought the Miami Nights in Foot Locker. Not the lows, the highs. I bought the Elites. Remember the black and the white ones? They had 2 pair. I bought the white ones in Foot Locker. But it was like, you know what other sneaker got to be credited with it? The Big Bang.
Yeah.
When that Big Bang Galaxy package happened, that was like the first show, because it was the Galaxy Kobe's, the Galaxy Durant's, the Galaxy LeBron's, and then they did the Zoom Rookies and the Galaxy Foams. And that shit just... it was like, every sneaker that came out after that little run where it was like, why is it a line here?
Every single shit.
I remember the Concords that dropped that year, because that was 14.
Yeah.
I remember the Concords that dropped that year. Me and Rob went to the release at House of Hoops at King of Prussia. They were doing tickets to people in line because they said they had 300 pair of them. We got there at the very end. We wound up, it was so crazy. Like, people think I make this shit up. It was 3 tickets left. They had a size 7, a size 9, and a size 15. I wore a 15, Rob wore a 9. So we wound up getting our jumps. And literally, it was so like weird the goings on because they had like the cops that be on the horses, like the Mounties, and then
that was good. Yo,
that was the year
bro.
that the Get Money Boys did that interview. If you get a chance, go on YouTube and type in Jordan Get Money Boys. Have you ever seen it?
No.
It was from
Concord.
It was from the Concord release of 2014. It was some drug dealer niggas from Carolina. They went in early and got the sneakers.
Yeah.
So while everybody was still in line waiting, they all had them on and in their hands. And they did an interview with the news like, yeah, man, we didn't get Money Boys. This shit corny what Michael Jordan doing. Got all these kids down here, they crying. They can't get their sneaks. But they holding mad.
And they all had them on.
And they all had them on. He's like, we didn't get Money Boys, man. I can't believe Michael Jordan. These kids, I seen kids with tears in their eyes going home.
We got ours though.
You got a pair on, you holding a pair.
I got these though. It's cool. It's cool.
He's like, yeah, check me out online. Get Money Boys. We selling joys. Like they was funny as shit.
The damn Galaxy phones made phones so popular, like phones that you can't give away today. Like you had to wait in line for. Like I remember getting like the Tiffany blue fucking phones, electric blues or whatever. Had to fucking wait in line at Foot Locker for 3 hours and can't.
The Pine phones was like that. Remember when they dropped the red ones? Because the red look, it's the same red from the Dornbecker phones. It got so fucking ridiculous, and it was just like, yo, when did this shit get like why is it like? And it got to a nasty point of like, you gotta like beat the bots now and all of that crazy. And now it's gotten me to the point where I'm a sneaker motherfucker for like I've been in the sneakers since I was a kid, and I'm kind of like out. Yeah. Like at this point, like I got on Air Max 97s right now. I got these joints from the outlet. Yeah. Like I've gotten to that point where it's just like I'll go to the Nike outlet and see what's in there in the 15. If I luck up, find some shit. Somebody at the Nike outlet down in South Carolina, they had the Fogs, the Fear of God ones, the Iverson joints. They had a whole run of them in the outlet and shit. So it's like you can luck up every now and then and find some shit like that, or if you happen to like actually win. I won like twice on the sneakers app, but there are people I know who are like sneakers that have never won anything on sneakers. That shit's hard. Yeah, like motherfucker, it just you got motherfuckers that are like. No, what you got to do is you got a platinum Amex. I'm like, yeah, you got to put the platinum Amex because that shit it beats. And it's just like, it's
too much for sneakers.
It's not supposed to be like this, yo. Like we grew up in an era where the Jordan come out, you just go get the Jordan. Yeah. Because when the Barry Sanders come out, you just go get the Barry Sanders. When the Grant Hill come out, you just go get the Grant Hill.
And it's different colors. We got different flavors. All that.
And everybody was allowed to be an individual. One of my old heads recently just posted a video of like everybody around the way when they was kids, like out front of his crib. Yeah. And it's like, you see somebody had on a pair of Jordans, but then somebody had on some motherfucking K-Swiss. Somebody had on some Reebok Hoe Catchers. Somebody had on some motherfucking Deion Sanders. Somebody had on
some Fila straps.
Somebody had on some Bo Jacksons. A couple motherfuckers had on Cinnamon Tims. Like, it was just so much shit that you could put on to where you didn't have to fall in line to these dumbass things. And these companies know it. Yeah. They know it. And it's like we talked about with the club shit. Yeah. The same shit happens in fashion, sneakers, jewelry. Yep. Because why the fuck? Realistically, you don't think Rolex could make more than 1 million watches in a year?
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you start sending motherfuckers to horology school to really, really learn how to build and work with these precious metals. They could do that shit with ease. But it's the thing of like,
demand.
It's like that shit, the cachet of you can't get your hands on this. Yeah. But it's gotten to the point now where you walk into a store that says this and can't buy the shit in that
people
store.
Start tapping out.
Mm-hmm. People just start tapping out. Like, you know what? I'm good.
That's real shit.
Think about walking into Wendy's. Bro. And you like, yeah, let me get the Baconator. And they like, oh, man, I got this for you.
We got 2 left, nigga.
It's $20. Baconator.
Yeah.
These $20 Baconators. Bro. $13.
Let me get your information. I'm going to put you on the list.
I'll be pissed like a motherfucker for a Baconator. Like the fuck?
Imagine that. But that's where we're getting with retail items in America.
Even with that, niggas would be like, yo, I got the Baconator. Y'all niggas don't even got this shit.
Like,
y'all on the list. Y'all still on the list.
Right.
I got 2 of them.
Now you over here, Fred swap meet, and he like, I got How much they charge Baconators? $8? Give me 14. I need a Baconator.
Dog, but the thing is, that really happened with the Popeye shit.
Yeah.
Niggas was reselling Popeye chicken sandwiches.
Dog.
Niggas was snapping over there.
Niggas died over Popeye sandwiches.
Y'all don't know.
Niggas died.
Niggas is straight up like, yo, yo, Broad in Oregon, y'all don't know, Broad in Oregon got all the Jones. I just bought 24 from them. You know what I'm saying? You could go down there and wait in line, or you could call me.
I had my depot in Stitches, man. This nigga walked into my depot, dead ass. He had a bag of them joints. Like, he had a bag of them. And I was like, first off, where were you even allowed to buy
chicken sandwiches?
that many chicken sandwiches and shit? He was like, nah, I got to connect at the Popeyes.
I want chicken
He said, I got to connect at Popeyes on 100 Park. I'm like, yo, niggas remember on Pay the Phone?
They call me
I'm like, niggas is talking like Lulu Connect on Pay the. Can you handle 10 chicken sandwiches all by yourself? That's the way some
fucking chicken sandwich, bro.
Can you handle 10 chicken sandwiches all by yourself? Like, niggas was dead ass walking around like, offering them to people.
Like, I don't.
You had the chicken sandwich?
Yeah,
I break it down.
Take a little half.
I cut a half.
You want spicy or original
shit?
That nigga had a bag of chicken sandwiches and told me he had a connect with them Jones over 100 Park Popeyes. I said, how do you even go about getting a chicken sandwich connect? Like, what's that initial plug? Like,
so you know Popeye's coming out with this chicken sandwich.
I want to introduce you to my man. He's gonna be good business.
The man's over here.
He the chief chicken officer for Popeyes.
At the back door like this.
Dog.
I knew the Popeye shit went too far. I walked to my girl crib one day. She had 7 chicken sandwiches. I said, yo, what are you doing? Like,
you don't even eat Popeyes.
It was just regular chicken sandwiches.
I said it when I finally tasted one. I'm like, I'd argue over it.
Yeah, like
but I wouldn't fight over it.
Definitely wouldn't die.
I wouldn't die over it.
Had the old black lady out there on the joint like these motherfuckers is crazy.
They went crazy.
Tired as shit.
But that goes into what I was saying, where it's like it's all trends.
Yeah,
and now you can go in Popeyes and just get any. They got multiple flavors. They got multiple. Everybody got a chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
everyone. So it's like once they and again the trend they saw that wave and was like, man, they stabbing over this. Hold on,
chicken sandwich.
We gotta get some of this.
We have to cut production.
We have
dramatically,
to man. And once the trend die off, there's a new trend.
Yeah, no,
and it happens with everything now, and that's kind of what social media. That's the scary part to me of social media.
Yeah,
is that it makes anybody at any given moment an influencer.
For sure.
Look what happened with the pink sauce girl.
Bro.
You're not like at any given moment, some shit can just go.
Yeah.
And then you got people who will either hop on the wave, they'll kill it, they'll try to recreate it. It's just scary because we don't know which way this shit is. Remember back in the day, we knew McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, motherfucking Barbie, you know what I'm saying? Nike. You knew. Now it's like you could just be minding your business and you like, yo, why's everybody running down the street? Oh man, they selling sea moss. They got the motherfucking, Hennessy Moet and partnered with sea moss. They like, you don't know what the fuck is going on now.
This week we just seen it in Philly. Last week rather, it was fucking Umi D's went viral with the oxtail cheesesteak.
I looked up
the next day. Every restaurant in Philly had an oxtail cheesesteak on the menu. And I'm just like...
Really? I missed this.
I missed this shit too.
Nigga, it was a war. It was them and Tasties going at it.
I want to try one. I ain't gonna lie. That shit look good as shit.
Hannah from Umi D's was just on Good Morning Philadelphia because of this shit.
Oh, wow.
Because she went so fucking viral. And then literally every restaurant in Philly, oxtail cheesesteaks, man.
I did see like people making oxtail jokes. Like, where's all these oxtails? I seen shit like that, but I didn't know that's what it was. Somebody was like, I think it was Dev was like, oh, I'm at the club. They got an oxtail hookah. Yeah, all right. Because I couldn't understand the joke behind it. That's funny as shit.
No, they kill the shit out of these oxes, bro.
No, but that's real. Like everything has like a trendy thing to it.
Yeah.
And not saying that it's not right or it shouldn't go on because I get it, but there are certain things like Hennessy's no trend. That shit's
been around forever.
It's just it's gonna be here. It's gonna. Bruce Lee was drinking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I watched one of his movies recently. He was drinking Hennessy. I was like, that's why this nigga was always rumbling. Now it makes sense now. He's sipping Hennessy.
Sweat like a motherfucker too.
The fuck you mean you gonna kick me first, nigga? I kick you first.
Nah, I fight everybody. Hold on.
Everybody.
Let me take this shot real quick.
Line that shit up.
But a lot of the things that go on now in commerce, it's like the trend for it'd be like, no bullshit, there'll be trends now that be like 48 hours.
Yeah.
And then you look up and the shit just be over. And everybody's on some new shit.
Man.
So look at Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Dogecoin was the trend for like 3 weeks. Came and went real fast.
If you listen to our show, because I know it's like overlap, so people know. Listen, we became like, we were like the hood's news anchors.
No, bro,
for that little. Remember when everybody was an investor?
Yeah.
You remember when everybody was.
Everybody doing cryptocurrency now.
I was walking into barbershops that are occupied by the stupidest niggas in the hood. And niggas was dead ass like, so what we thinking, man? We thinking that coin gonna go up about like
what the fuck is you talking? Just cut my hair, nigga.
I'm an idiot. Stop this shit. Do you remember where if you didn't buy into Bitcoin, you were a dickhead?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Like, motherfuckers would tell you to your face, you are a fucking clown if you don't buy into Bitcoin.
Yes, bro.
Bitcoin is going to 250. Do you remember that shit?
I remember that shit.
Bitcoin hit 60,000.
It was at like 50,
Niggas,
yeah.
It was at 66. Niggas said that shit is going to 250.
And it dropped.
I got the alert the other day. They're like, yeah, it done dropped another 4%. Bitcoin at 21,000. Like, that shit crazy.
That's like the like Monopoly Go and shit. Like,
Dog.
it's another.
Oh man,
bro.
Monopoly Go got me in a chokehold. I ain't gonna.
Got you,
That shit bad,
Bro,
man.
I hate, bro. Every 2 days, I get a message. Just let's sign up for the Jones so I can get a new. No, y'all not about to hand me the fucking chokehold, bro. Like, it's not happening.
Monopoly Go got me in a chokehold.
We watched so many trends like come and go, and you know, some good, some bad, some stayed, some. You know what trend I think is kind of like out now that was like, I kind of was at the forefront of this shit, the whole renting cars in groups in Miami.
Oh, that's over.
Motherfuckers is back to just going to getting car service when they go play. And even me, like, I go places and be like, I just get a car service.
We've gotten to the point where motherfuckers are getting the Uber Blacks and pretending they in the car. Get my driver.
I'm about to pull up right
He'll
now.
drive anybody.
Yeah, he got on a Puma visor. That ain't no fucking driver. Like,
He ain't specific to you.
but I noticed that in recent like trips I see people going like, yeah, that shit is kind of like out, and it just like at one point I remember the year we did it, everybody was like, what y'all do this for? Y'all doing too much? And then I looked up the next year and everybody was like, it's like motherfuckers like the only ones not in on the secret was us. I'm telling niggas we getting it. Like, that shit is so it's like, yeah, you see these trends hit and they come and they go and you're just like, what do we do with this? And because we're consumers by nature, like that's what it is to be an American. You're a consumer just by being here.
Yeah.
So you don't even know at times. Like he talks about it like when you do business school, they talk about consumer spending and all these different things.
That's one of the first classes you take.
And you see it and you just like, yeah, they know. Did you see the joint I put in the group chat today?
What joint?
You had to have missed it. Let me show you this shit. We on our last show, we're talking about the hottest clothing lines from 1999 to 2009. Yeah. And we talked about Rockaware and Sean John, this and that. And we mentioned coats. We started mentioning Mark Buchanan and the Triple Fat Goose and this and that. Yeah. And we started talking about Avarex. And he was like, "Oh, the new Avarexes that they just released are smoking." And I'm like, "Yeah,
because of y'all, I looked it up."
I'm like, I like the Avarex shit a lot. I have not looked up Avarex. I have not done. All I said was Avarex. What was the sponsored ad today on my phone? I screenshot and sent it. A sponsored ad for Avarex. They know what and you know what's crazy part is? I went and looked. I was like, they got the 3X.
I'll be there.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I told them like 4 easy payments on cards. Like, they know what the fuck to do to you already.
That shit crazy.
Because you a consumer, because you an American.
Yeah.
So when you got these dumbass trends, don't think that it ain't companies behind this shit that's like, yes, eat this shit up. Go fucking crazy. Because we're going to make millions of dollars.
Millions, if not billions.
That's real.
And it all started with the Patriot Act. Patriot Act gave them fucking sweeping rights to like fucking surveil us. Think about like look into our browser histories and all of that shit. So it's like all that data is mined. Yeah. And the companies that fucking mine the data just sell it out to the highest fucking bidder. Yeah. And this is how we end up buying a bunch of shit we don't need. Because we signed off on that legislation.
I feel like that started with you ever saw Eagle Eye with Shia LaBeouf?
I never watched it.
It's a good watch.
Yeah, I heard it's real good. I never watched it though.
It's a good watch. watch. But that's like the whole, Eye in the Sky thing, Patriot Act.
Yeah, they kind of get into it in what's another movie where they do the whole shit with the Patriot Act? We were talking about it recently. It's one of those White House movies.
Oh, it was
I can't think of it.
Wasn't that how Enemy of the State was? Will Smith?
Enemy of the State.
Yeah,
that was sort of like, whatever.
And then they go fully into it. There's a new series on Paramount Plus with Kiefer Sutherland called Rabbit Hole. They go down the whole like misinformation age, and like this one company was like jockeying for position and killing senators and all kind of shit to be able to control and get certain legislation passed to be able to control people's information and shit like that, so they can make billions of dollars. Like that shit is real.
Yeah, that shit is real, man.
God damn. That's fucking wild.
I got a question for y'all. How y'all feel about the AI shit lately? In terms of like content creation and the future.
I didn't know you were talking about Iverson or...
Nah,
We ain't talking about Bubba Chuck. We ain't talking about Bubba Chuck.
He had Fridays.
Yeah, we ain't talking about Bubba Chuck.
He on City Line ad.
He definitely was in the city today, though.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about AI. Certain parts about it is very beneficial. It's helping people like create all type of work efficiencies and stuff like that. But the thing with AI that I think a lot of people are missing is that essentially you can train it to be smarter than you, better than you, and then ultimately take your fucking place. And I think that's the thing that people are missing. And it's like, you got people using ChatGPT to do their work emails and progress reports and presentations and this and this and this. And then eventually it's like, all right, if I'm a supervisor and I got 14 people that work under me, I don't need y'all. I'll just use ChatGPT. I'll fucking take a 10% of all of y'all's salary. Fucking now I'm in charge of all of the AI, and then I'll just train the AI to do the work that you dumb motherfuckers would have did. Now you gotta go get another job because you was too lazy to do your own goddamn reports.
I get it because the nature of humans is to try to figure out a workaround, right? Yeah, I think that's just human instinct.
Yeah, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, I think that's human instinct. The problem with AI is when we were young. You remember like taking like a computer class when you were like fifth or sixth grade? Yeah, they would ask you shit like, "What's smarter, a human being or a computer?" And if you said a computer, you were an idiot because you as a human programmed the computer to do what you needed to do. Now it's getting to the point where it's like the computer's actually like smarter. The computer can figure out shit faster than you and do more in a shorter amount of time than you. And like he just said, if you can train this computer to do your job more efficiently, more effectively, essentially you're not needed. And now we think about it. We've gotten to the point where like I don't like it because the music industry it's shown us already where you got people that are like, Timberland really got on that video and was like, y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. I got a song with Biggie.
He said you got, that's the one I'll tell you about.
And I'm like, no, you do not.
You got Joe with Magoo and shit.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Magoo. You might have got one with Magoo, but not with Biggie Smalls.
Not Christopher Wallace.
No, and it's like you got shit like that where people are almost like creating a false sense of reality behind this AI shit. And again, you remember back in the day, I know plenty of people who've done this, lied on their resume to get a job. But you lie on your resume to get a job, and then when you get there, you actually would learn the fucking job.
It's on the job training.
Because it's on the job training. But if you AI your way to a position,
you don't know shit.
And it's fucked up all the way around. So me personally, I'm not a big, like, even when I see these videos of them creating robots and shit, I don't like it.
Yeah, that gave me Terminator vibes.
Robot vibes, bro. I'm like, God damn, here we go. We going to fucking start a fucking war. Like, niggas got to get ready.
I'm like, I literally was sitting there and I'm like, I don't like the robot thing at all. I'm not a big fan of them. My dad was like, they got a restaurant over here. The robot bringing you food. It's actually kind of cool.
Buddy.
That motherfucker like a server.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the AI shit. And it just because it's people, human beings are lazy by nature.
Extremely.
And this is just going to make us more, like we already, because of social media, at least this younger generation, like the Gen Z, Gen Y, they don't have the same like interpersonal skills that we all have.
Hell no.
Because think about it, like back in the day, you remember having to learn how to interview?
Yeah.
You remember that?
How to dress up.
Yeah. That was a thing.
Yeah.
You already don't have that shit to the point where like you ever meet kids that are like 7 or 8 years old and they can't talk, but they can show you everything on
the phone.
Watch
shit.
this how you know.
They do everything.
They know all that shit. but they can't talk. They can't say their name. They can't. You know they don't even teach cursive anymore.
You know?
Seriously?
No, it's just out. It's out of the curriculum.
What the fuck?
I never knew that.
Yeah. I remember when we were young, it was like
You had to learn that
nigga,
shit.
had to learn
you got to have
That shit was
Yeah.
annoying
and
as
you
hell.
have to learn it.
Yeah.
That shit was annoying as hell.
Somebody
to
give me a
write.
Declaration of Independence. Let me show y'all what the fuck I'm doing right. Like,
That's just a different language.
Yeah.
As a kid back in the day.
yeah, they don't even do that now.
So it's like for us, not to cut you off, for us, it's like content creators. Like there's certain AI that's like I see the shit and I'm like I'm blown away because it creates so much efficiency. Like there's one thing it's called like video.ai to where it's like you put your long form video in there and then it cuts clips out of it, and not only that, it gives you a virality score which shows you how likely the video is to, so it's like something like that. It's like, oh damn, I don't need no clip editor, whatever. I just pay for this motherfucking service every month. This is phenomenal. Like I pay $60 every month. I get these clips, but on the same token, it's like, yo, once we train the shit to be too creative and have like certain human instincts, not just that, but AI period, to be too creative and have too much human instincts and all of that shit, it's like niggas is gonna have to go back to working in the coal mines and shit. We gonna have to go back to doing
Hard labor.
Yeah, get your rough riders gear out. It's time to go be iron ore
because
workers.
we farmed out all of the technical shit. Like it's like, what do I need you for? I got 39,000 computers in this office fucking building. Like
I talked to one of my homies. This nigga was like, yeah, I got this big something he had to do for his job, some presentation, some shit he had, like a big project he was working on, whatever. And I saw him like out, like on my story, he was like just out, like being a nigga, just. And I was like, I thought you said you had like a presentation. He was like, oh yeah, I get to that shit. The next day I seen he like the boomerang, like him at the airport, like on the boomerang. I was just like, I thought you said you had a presentation. He was like, oh no, it's cool, I'm gonna get to it or whatever. And I looked up, he was like over in fucking Cali, and I'm just like,
This nigga
what are you doing than he is? What are you doing this presentation?
I'm like, bro, what's up with the presentation? That nigga sent me the whole presentation later, that the whole joint, all 7 pages of the shit, the graphs, I'm like, oh, you did this shit while you was on the road? He's like, nah, I put this shit in ChatGPT.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
about to call this company, man.
That's
Like-
fucking ChatGPT is writing scripts,
Oh,
fucking doing full presentations, sponsorship decks, like all of that shit. Like you literally train it to do what you
want.
needed to do, and then it's like, yo, like our homie Rod used the shit to write code for him. He said, bro, this shit writes code better than me. He said, I'm a statistician, and it writes code better than me.
He writes code because he has a model to like predict.
It's a betting model.
Betting model.
Yeah.
And he's like, he asked ChatGPT to write the code for him in R, and it wrote it better than he could write it.
That's fucking.
He put that
scary.
shit in when it was like create a Jadakiss verse. That shit really wrote.
Yo,
a
it
verse
really
like
can do
Jada.
that shit.
Hey,
It's scary, yo. It's scary as fuck.
I ain't gonna lie. I need that shit in high school for a couple essays.
That's part of my frustration with like the younger generation not being like geniuses.
No, for sure.
The
Yeah.
information is
It's
just
here. It's so much
readily
easier.
available.
So much easier.
I remember
bro.
having to walk to the library.
I just told my kid that. I
No,
just told her
I'm
that.
not joking, nigga.
Yo.
I remember where the E through G's.
Nigga got
You know what I'm saying?
stay at the school till 5 o'clock in the
Dog.
afternoon and shit. Like, bro, all my friends done went home. I'm still here. Like,
I
what the
remember
fuck?
turning in a book report or an essay, and the teacher being like, "Well, where's your bibliography?" You're like,
Damn.
I ain't hear that shit.
I hate that.
Where's your works cited page?
"Yeah, I'll be
What
back."
you mean? Like, I just did all this work. Like,
Is this an indirect or a direct quote? Because you didn't attribute it to anything.
Damn.
Like
Y'all took it back.
I can
like,
remember
that
all
just
that
hurt
shit.
my feelings. I had
Yo,
PTSD.
bibliography. Damn. I ain't hear that word in so
But you
long.
understand that that's how you develop certain skills.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
learn how to tell a story from a first person perspective, or
Yeah.
from you just understand these different things.
Yeah.
Whereas now, all this information is just right in front of you.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine going to take a test with an Apple Watch back in the day.
Bruh.
We was doing this shit with little notes.
Little
Bruh.
cheat sheets.
Yeah.
You fucking you writing.
Bruh.
Like,
You writing at a .35 font.
You got 35 answers on a piece of paper that's fucking big.
Like, dog.
I remember
man.
pulling that shit out and be like, you write it so fast and so small, you get in the test and you like, what the fuck is this?
You need a
answer was
magnifying glass.
Shit started smearing.
Like,
for 17. Like, that shit was real.
got to start leaning around the fucking folders and
Yeah.
shit. Like, oh, damn, I
The
knew I
thing
had
is,
that.
in writing the cheat sheets and all of that shit, we were so dumb, we didn't even realize we was teaching ourselves
Yeah.
what the
They-
actual information
Was,
was, to where
yeah.
you get to the test, you don't even need the shit.
Like, yeah, we just told y'all to bring this shit, but you didn't need
4
it.
hours making cheat sheets, and that's
You
studying.
studied. You studied.
You fucking studied, nigga.
Like, I know this shit. Like, goddamn it. Like, the fuck I need this shit for?
I can remember me and my man Juan. We went into a Mr. Pulley in a history class. He told us we had a multiple choice test of 30 questions, you know, A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
And we was like, yo, let's do the Abacadabra, John. I was like, fuck it, we're gonna do it, see how that shit work. You ever hear that? We spelled Abacadabra the whole way down the page.
Yeah.
A-B-B-A-D, you know.
Yeah.
And we did it. And I remember when he got his test back, he opened it, and they got a 53. I'm like, oh, ain't no better for me over here. I opened it, and I had a 65. And he was just like, well, damn, you passed. I thought you did Abacadabra. I'm like, you didn't dab it where you supposed to. You didn't dab it where you supposed to.
How you spell it?
Yeah. Yeah. But I got a 65, he had a 53. We tried that dumbass.
Nigga still passed though. 65.
65.
We're straight throwing our life away. The fuck around.
Doing experiments on yourself.
Real quick though,
Ruining your scholastic record.
you heard that I've been seeing this John like on social media and Facebook and shit that they apparently changed the grades and shit. Apparently a C is now 41% to 60%.
Wait, what?
This is in New Jersey.
No, like bro, like apparently a C, like literally a C is 41% to 60%.
They ain't no C.
No, I don't believe that.
I've been seeing it. I've been
extreme,
seeing it, bro.
Yeah.
Like I mean, of course I don't think it's true, but it's been going on social media like super crazy, and I've been seeing that shit.
Shit, I've seen Jones where they. I know like
Dumbass
certain magnet schools changed the Jones now to where like a 93 is an A. Like if you get a 91 or a 92, that's not even an A no more. I've seen
you
that.
did?
B+.
A B plus.
Really?
What the bro?
Yeah.
First of all,
Because I remember.
Yeah, a 90 and that was
I
an
mean,
A back
man,
in the day.
shit, like yeah, I got a fucking A. No.
So it's like, so while a lot of this technology and all that shit is handicapping certain kids, the ones that are making the most of it are excelling. You got kids graduating high school with an 8.7 GPA and crazy
Yo,
shit
yeah,
like
I
that.
heard
Like,
that shit,
I've been
yeah.
seeing that more and more and more. 7.4 GPA. I'm like, how?
Yeah, how?
I only heard of a 4.0,
They've been
like,
taking
fuck.
all AP and magnet
courses.
courses
Yeah.
since they were in 7th grade.
When my wife's sister graduated, I think she graduated with like a 4.9 or some shit. And
I
she
thought
was
I went with the
taking
4.0.
That's what I'm
I
like,
didn't know it was
what
nothing
the
past
fuck?
that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
When you see valedictorians and salutatorians down from schools, they graduate, they shits be like, I literally, the one boy, he got like, I think it was like $2 million in scholarship already. They said this motherfucker got like a 6.8 GPA or some crazy shit.
Damn.
Bro, goddamn.
Yeah, I turned in everything, nigga.
I turned in shit they didn't ask
The shit
for.
they didn't even want, I was turning in. Like, yeah, that shit
Damn,
is real.
dog.
I mean, you got to understand something. The same way we see in basketball, in automotive, and everything, there are just things that excel. It's the same way in academics now, where like being a B plus student is like,
That shit get you nowhere.
yeah, like the fuck.
That's crazy.
Tell me that 10 years ago. I've been like, yeah, like
I was happy with a B.
yeah, for real, like shit.
I got a B, nigga. Well, give me a magnet. Put this on the fridge. Show these niggas how we live it out.
Shit.
Bumper sticker.
God damn.
Real shit. Show these
Struggling
motherfuckers
to
how
get
we
beats.
getting it out here. Like, yeah, that's real. And you know, it just everything changes, and I get it. Somebody the other day, I think you even asked the question to Michael Nutter, like, would this present day and age be a difficulty for anybody to run a government?
Right.
And it's just, yeah, like it makes you ask that all the way around the board.
Yeah.
Like raising kids in this climate where I was telling him the other day, I was out because I do the dump trucking and shit. I was dropping off shit at Upper Darby High School the other day. School is back in the session.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, not trying to be funny. These kids look like
big as
adults.
shit.
Bro.
I got out the
shit.
truck. The girl was like, chocolate, and I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Bro.
Like, what the fuck? And I'm looking, she had on Louis Vuitton trainers. And I'm like, oh, that's somebody's mom.
Nope.
But then and she scattered them. I was like, yo,
Like,
they're like adults. I'm like, she got on $1,300 Louis Vuitton trainers.
Yeah, these kids,
wild,
these
bro.
kids have totally
At
different.
school.
They got totally different social pressures. They got totally different,
It's
like
all
fashion
different.
standards. All of that shit. My girl brother, one of her younger brothers, 18 years old. him and his friend got shot at today, just driving in their neighborhood, like not doing nothing. But it's like the person that shot at them thought like, why y'all spin the block too many times? He was walking his dog and just started shooting at the car. His friend got shot 3 times in his legs.
Oh shit!
Just on a whim, like just have nothing to do with nothing. He's circling the block because it's a block party and people park all over. But this little niglet decided, they trying to spin on me. I'm shooting this shit up.
Bro,
so now an 18-year-old kid is laid up in the hospital with a broken shin and 3 bullets in his leg for no reason.
Just trying to find parking.
That's crazy.
Like that's really fucking wild, bro.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Like, and it's like when you said the thing about the young girl, whatever, so be it. Like, man, really came up with like a philosophy. He was like, yo, bro, I can't tell the difference no more. Like when we go out, shit, like he's like, I need wristbands.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
It's crazy.
I don't know if it's the. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of like the food having shit in it and stuff like that, but you almost have to because I'm telling you see these kids and not even on some like perverted shit. No, just on some like, why is the young boy 6'4"?
Yo,
he's 10th grade. Why the fuck is he 6'4" and carrying 180 pounds? That like it's unbelievable.
And it's normal now too. Whereas back in the day, if you was 6'4", 180, nigga, you was an anomaly. You was Shaq.
I remember.
You was Shaq.
I remember in high school getting like fitted for our shit. Like I'm sorry, 8th grade getting fitted for like our clothes, our cap and gown and shit. I was 5'7" and I remember going to nurse. I was 220 in 8th grade. So I was a big ass 8th grader. You know what I'm saying? I wore 13 in 8th grade. I was a big ass 8th grader. That shit wasn't normal. But I talk to women now, people, they like, yeah, my son wear a 12 and he, in 5th grade. And it's just like, I remember when we were like anomalies with that shit. 12. That these kids are big than a motherfucker,
real
man.
Shit. Like I was DJing my little cousin trunk party. First of all, my little cousin, he just graduated high school. Little nigga, old, like he bigger than me. And I'm just like, bro, I'm 31 years old. What the f is going on here? Like he like 6'3", like literally like 180, 190. I'm just like, all right, it is what it is now. Yeah. But then, like I said, it's a trunk party, so he got all his little friends coming down, and they little females, like they all. Hey DJ, no, get the keep fucking going. Keep fucking going, dog. Like, no, cause this ain't what it is. Cause it's like,
yeah, we definitely need wristbands.
Like wristbands is some
for
shit.
Everybody.
A scan, something. Like y'all motherfuckers
put the chip in their
hand.
Like,
I'm looking at the kids the other day, and I'm just like, yo, well, like the one girl had like, I'm talking about like her titties were falling out of her shirt.
Bro.
And I'm like, they have to send her home. Like, there's no way that can go on. The young boy walked past me while I was standing out there. This nigga had a hat on that said, "Girls are drugs." They're not sending you home with this type of shit. Like, this shit is...
Yeah, like get sent home for wearing white tees and shit. Like, what the fuck?
They was sending niggas back for snowman t-shirts.
They was banned.
So it's just seeing these kids. Now I'm talking about like the little girls. They had on shorts where like the butt is hanging out. I'm just like, yo, how the fuck do they let this type of shit go on? And it's crazy because it's like it's 7,000 of them. So it's like you
can't even single them out because it's all of them. You're not gonna have a student body if you start pointing out who the fuck is doing what. Like they're gonna all be suspended and expelled.
Real shit. Like the other day, I was at this party, whatever. So be it, this crazy behind block party. They want to call it Freak Nick Philly, whatever.
Okay. Sounds dangerous.
It was.
Sounds like something I wouldn't attend.
So they all going crazy, getting videos, shit like that. And I go back to my car. My homie, she fucked up, whatever. So be it. So I check on her, and I see one of the chicks that they was out there recording or whatever. So be it. And I'm talking to the other lady that's helping my friend before I came back. And she was like, "Yeah, my daughter, she was just in there." I was just like, "You was in the middle of the fucking video and shit." She's like, "Yeah, she only 19. Only fucking 19. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck is she out here? Like, I was like, bro. That's what I'm like. I was like, you do realize like a whole like 50% of these grown ass men just recorded your daughter with her ass out, right? Like, you do realize this shit.
And 35 of that 50% will fuck your teenage daughter.
Exactly. It's just like, bro, like this is not a good thing. Like, think nothing of it. I was like, this is not a good thing. And it's just like, and when it's even worse because now they, motherfuckers sharing videos and shit. Bro, I done seen more her in the fucking videos than any other fucking video. And I'm just like, bro, you know what? I'm just glad. Back the fuck up. It's just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do now?
I mean, you
like,
kind of said it. It kind of started with the parents. She condoned it.
Yeah, like I was like, but
all that shit starts.
But the crazy thing is, I was like, all right, so this got to be a kid having a kid situation. The lady's almost fucking 40. Like y'all,
yeah.
I'm like, it's like, what the fuck?
And the thing is, it's like that's actually pretty good for nowadays because she could have been 33 and the daughter was 19. And that's a whole nother conundrum. And then her mom 50 or some shit like that.
What the fuck is going? Like that's what I was expecting. I was like, all right, you gotta be like at least like 33. No, she's actually 40. I was like, so you was supposed to say, get your ass the fuck home.
Yeah. You know better.
Yeah, you know better. Like the fuck, bro.
These kids are just they're grown as fuck, man. I remember driving a 54. I pulled up in front of Dobbins, and the young boy came out. He's like, OG, what time you pull off? I was like, I got like 11 minutes. He was like, all right, shit. He went his shirt.
Yo,
nigga, no.
And I was like, how stressed out could you possibly be? Yo,
like how bad was math class, bro?
But and you know, kids when I was kids smoked cigarettes, but it's like when you on this joint, it's like,
yeah, bad.
I had a long
nigga got a
bro, you change transmissions. Like, you be in the pack.
Shit, that's funny as fuck.
Yo, all right, before we get out of here, let's get into y'all network signing, man. How did that come about, and you know how y'all feeling about it?
So we recently did a deal with Revolt Podcast Network and Revolt TV. So basically, what it is roughly a year ago from now, you know, they kind of looked at the podcast landscape and was like, "Yo, we need to do something where we can like house, you know, these different, you know, urban podcasts that meet our direct demographics outside of like television." They was like, because you know they're limited in TV. You only have so many programming hours where it's like actual viable watch time for TV, but podcasting is like way more open because you know, people listen to podcasts whenever, wherever, whatever. So it's a more open medium, and the advertisement lasts forever versus like with television advertisement. You know, you really have that snapshot of like when that show airs, and that's pretty much it, or whatever the case may be. So, in trying to expand their digital, they started Revolt Podcast Network last August, very quietly, and they started it with just repurposing audio from the shows that they had video for. So, like Carisha Please, Killer Mike Show, Jim Jones Weatherman Show, all of that. That was like the foundation of it, or whatever, and then. This past spring, they had their first podcast class where they had podcasts that they targeted, hand selected, whatever, to come on board with them to be part of their first inaugural spring class. So every year they're going to do a spring and a fall class. So during that time, a friend of ours, at the end of last year, a friend of ours, Clint Coley, had came on the show, whatever. We had a phenomenal show with him. And one of the first things he said to me was, yo, I got a situation for y'all. And I'm like, what's the situation? He's like, yo, the situation is, he's like, I'm going to make an introduction, whatever. I'm going to put you in a room with the right people. I can't guarantee it's going to go through, but if they see what I see, y'all gonna have a situation, you know, soon or whatever. So that was like at the top of the year. Then in January, we went to an event at Rec Philly. The same night we did our core interview, we did an event. We went to an event at Rec Philly, and the head of the VP of programming for Revolt and VP of programming business affairs was at Revolt. He actually turned out to be a Philly guy, and I was like, oh shit. So we went there. We just did like, you know, brief introduction, you know, shook hands and all that, talked for a brief second. But he was being inundated by so many people that you know, he didn't really process who we were in real time. So we had to leave their event a little bit early, did our core interview, whatever. And I was just kind of like, damn, that was kind of like a fail. So we was like let down a little bit or whatever. And then I reached out to Clint and let him know like, hey, we met Aki at the Rec Philly event, If you can, just put a bug in his ear. He like, all right, cool. So at this point, we're like a month removed from the conversation we had in December. So he's like, all right, cool, I got y'all. So he made the introduction, and when he came back around, when Aki came back around and responded to us, he was like, yo, it's crazy. I was actually looking for y'all guys. Like when I met y'all at the event at Rec, I didn't really know who y'all were, whatever. He was like, but you know, Clint told me a lot about y'all. I'm familiar with y'all catalog. I just seen y'all did Umar, y'all did, like he was running down everything that we did. I was like, oh shit, like this is a real thing or whatever. So at that point we just started to kind of forge a bond and have a conversation. So it started with me just having direct conversations with him and Clint or whatever, and then at some point Clint discharged himself, so then it was me and Aki talking, and then we had a Zoom call, like an exploratory call or whatever. I'm giving him the history of the brand and some of the accolades and all of that we done, and he was like, yo, I like it, I actually preemptively I want to get y'all set up for our fall class or whatever like that. He was like, we finalized everybody for spring, but preemptively I want to get y'all set up for our fall class if everything aligned. So then we had a follow-up call maybe 2 weeks later. I reeled Madden on the call, I put Big Dan on the call, whatever. And we got deeper into more specifics. What are the revenue splits? What's the distribution like? What's this and this? What's the benefits? What do we need to do in order to be on brand standard and all of that stuff? And we basically after that call made a decision we're going to find a way to make a way to do this, because we had a situation last year we were trying to do with Spotify and a Ringer that just kind of didn't really work out. It was kind of we were speaking two different languages and it just kind of didn't work out. So that kind of a little bit defeated us, but it also motivated us we just got more work to do. So it's all right. Going into the Clint situation, we already had the Umar interview in the can and all of that. And then by the time we had our initial conversations in February and then our first Zoom call in March, the situation really kind of moved really fast or whatever. And, we had an agreement in principle for a while. We knew in April that we were doing this and all of that stuff. And they allowed us to do something that they normally don't do, which is make our own separate announcement from their class announcements. Because when they announced Clint's situation, we was actually in Rec Philly with Clint recording a show, and they were announcing that he was a part of, Revolt Podcast Network and all that, blah, blah, blah. And Aki is on the phone. He's like, yo, ask Chad, do I owe him anything? Do he need any more information? This and this and this. So from there, basically, we knew. So that was in, what was that, in March? April. We already knew, we're going to do this, whatever. And then, a couple weeks ago, we got a contract. Went over the deal points, everything got ratified, and we had our event last weekend or whatever. We announced it to our audience. Shit went kind of Philly regional viral, whatever, literally thousands of people posted it and everything like that. And I've heard some of the bigger media people in Philly got wind of it. They haven't said nothing to me, but it's a big point of talk and chatter, and then there's going to be a follow-up announcement that's going to come from Revolt and Revolt Podcast Network, and the end of September, first week of October, after Revolt World or whatever, where everybody will see it, and then we'll probably get another wave of attention and congratulations, and there's gonna be a press release and a write up on their website and the whole nine. So it's it's a real big deal, man, and I'm excited about it. It was a partner that culturally made sense. Obviously, fashion myself, nickname myself C Diddy, but people actually gave me that name. But Puff is somebody that I admire in business for a lot of different reasons. I think he's a real good representation of what it means to come from from the ghetto and urban circumstances and defy the odds. Man's a billionaire, you know what I mean? And he owns a television network. He has his whole umbrella under Combs Enterprises, all his different multimedia stuff that he's doing. They're fully building out a facility in LA. They already have a production studio and TV hub in Atlanta now, but they're replicating that, building one out in LA. He's involved with Rec Philly. They're doing 10 locations in 10 cities with Rec Philly. This is going to be all different markets, Miami being the first one. And it's that infrastructure, and what Aki calls it is the Revolt flywheel, is what attracted us to Revolt, because they offer so many different services. They do PR and management for people that you don't even know. They did all of Drewski's PR and all of that stuff, and that's how the fuck he blew up. He was started from being a part of their hub, and they yo, Drewski got so big we can't even afford to sign him, because we did too good of a job marketing him and putting him out there in all of these right places and spaces and stuff like that. They gave Justin LaBoy a show. Who else? They recently, Desi Banks. They do PR and management for Desi Banks. So it's all of these different services that was just kind of damn. So it's the first step was obviously, signing to the podcast network. And then eventually, and they're going to handle TV distribution for us also. So we won't be on Revolt TV, but we will be on Revolt TV and Control TV, which is a subsidiary, hold non-exclusive TV blocks on all these different TV networks. So they'll place us on those. So Zoomy, Pluto, Tubi, Vudu, Revolt TV, the Revolt app, and it's like 2 or 3 more or whatever, where we're going to have TV placement or whatever, and then we get a mechanical royalty for that also. But we get to keep all of our digital rights. It's a licensing deal. It's a true partnership that's in our favor. And, there's supposed to be plans for like podcast tours and all of that, where they're pairing up different podcasts to go on tour and stuff. So we've already talked about that because we have a hard ticket history of being able to sell a lot of hard tickets for shows. And it's exciting, man. So it's like, we're not the first from the city because Clint, did it first or whatever. But because Clint is so big and so omnipresent and been in LA for so long, people don't really identify him with like Philly the way that they do for us. So it's like, even though we're second, it kind of feels like we first.
God damn, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Congrats.
You answered
Congrats. Like, shit. Like, I ain't, look,
That shit was like a real press conference.
Damn.
He was saying shit I didn't know. I'm like, damn, we all right.
We signed what? We signed what now? What deal we got?
It broke first here on the SandBox Podcast.
Yeah, so I believe October, somewhere between like the beginning to middle of October, we'll start broadcasting on. So people will be able to search the Realest Podcast Ever and then go to Revolt's, podcast feed, whether it be Spotify, Apple, whatever, under their network feed, and they'll see us. Like, so we'll be there or whatever. And something else we didn't really talk about, we're actually changing our format. We're going to 2 shows a week.
Oh, shit.
2 shows a week.
Yeah, so we're going to be releasing shows Mondays and Thursdays.
That's a good job.
As far as your regular feed?
Regular feed, yeah. And then our Patreon is still going to be what it is.
That's a good job.
All right.
Do y'all have like a in y'all contract is like a certain amount of episodes you got to do?
We actually
we tailored it to how we wanted to do it.
We basically, it was supposed to be for 52 episodes. We opted for 104, so basically still within a year, but doing 2 episodes a week.
Okay, so it's like a year
So
contract.
it's 2 seasons. We basically broke the season up into 2 parts. So it's gonna be 28 weeks with 2 weeks in between each. Each job.
Okay.
That's good.
All right. Okay. What you saying?
God damn.
Anything else, fellas? Before y'all get out of here?
Nah, man, we appreciate the time, man. We had a great time today. Talked a lot of shit. Rehashed a lot of old memories. Went down memory lane. Anybody out there that's not familiar with us, make sure y'all follow us on social media at official TRPE. The Twitter is still TRPE because again, I got deleted. We also got our YouTube. You can just search TRPE. Everything will pop up. Y'all can subscribe to the YouTube. We appreciate that. And we're available everywhere podcasts are distributed. Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, wherever you find podcasts at, man, we everywhere.
Yeah. Thank y'all for coming out, man.
Thank y'all for having us, man.
For sure.
Before we go, I just want to say that y'all didn't take no shortcuts. Y'all put the work in as far as with y'all podcast. Y'all did it. Y'all was solid the whole way through. Y'all didn't do antics. Y'all stuck to y'all guns.
He had a moment where he got emotionally cried on stage and we announced it, just talking about the feels and the flow of going through it all. And I didn't because I'm straight up G.
I know how you were.
but real nigga all day.
Yeah, real nigga all day. But
By myself.
Yeah, all day. But I thought about it in the next couple of days, and it kind of hit me damn, we damn sure did start a podcast just at my kitchen counter. And we've gotten to the point now where we've recorded in multiple places. We've done live shows in multiple places. We've had all these different accolades. We got acknowledged by the city, the mayor's office. People writing articles about us, people mention us and all this shit. And it's just damn. You know what I mean? It's one of those, when you sit and look back, because we just did another show where we kind of went down the memory lane, John, real. And
he was rehashing stuff we forgot.
You forget about you even this year. I forget we went to LA and recorded with Crip Mac. You know what I mean? I forget that shit. Because it's been so long. So to get to a point where a major national player in the podcast space is y'all, it's kind of just oh shit, all right, cool. You don't really think about it till you think about it, but it's it's been 7 years. 7 years of doing this shit.
From inception to execution.
7 years of doing it every day. Like, not just every week, but like every day, but we constantly throwing this at each other, throwing topics, how you feel about this? How you feel about this person? I'm going to work on, I was on a call the other day with a huge guest trying to get his homie to get his ass in line. And he's working we got a billionaire coming on the show in a couple weeks.
We got our first billionaire coming on.
It's just like constantly just doing things and having discussions back and forth. And, you know, we was doing this while I was working 80 hours a week and he was dealing with the club shit and just, you know, it gets to, and gotta remember, there is nobody. Like you know what I'm saying? Big Dan just became like a figure of being behind the camera. But for the most part, it's me and him. And it's like, we got a world around us. You know, people like Rob, people like Marv, people like Kev, people like Lee, people like Jules. We got all these different people. But for the most part, it's me and him. And this shit not easy. Hey, I quit. I straight was like, yo, with that big nigga, yo, like you on your own, boss, because it's like, yo, I can't, between this and trying to handle life and trying to do this, I'm trying to figure out if I want to go overseas. Like, it's just a lot of shit going on. And, you know, to get to a point where it feel like finally, because you go through the throes of all your peoples, like your fans and all the people in the audience, like, man, y'all lit, y'all the next ones to go, y'all go, and y'all, man, y'all next, and we was next 3 years ago.
Yeah,
you can't be next for that long.
We was in a position, we was ready to chalk it up at the end of last year. We was ready to, like, we said we came together and made an agreement. We gonna get this shit a hard 12 months, and then we gonna reevaluate. And if this shit don't kick off, we don't get no network situation or partnership or no big multinational sponsor that renews every year, we gonna pivot and we just gonna do a sports show, and that's just gonna be what the fuck it was. Because it was like, yo, I was
ready to do a cooking show.
Yeah, it was becoming a labor of love, and it's like, yo, you know, just because we produce revenue every month, you know, through Patreon and merch here, drops here and there, and all of that shit, it just still wasn't sustaining itself. And I'm just like, yo, we was in like a weird spot, and I'm just like, yo, are we actually good? Like, we started feeling like a little bit of imposter syndrome, because it's like, yo, people are telling us y'all phenomenal, but I'm like, I ain't feeling it. Like, this shit not cutting through. And then, you know, it's a situation where, you know, sometimes you air out all your grievances and God just laugh at your problems and fix that shit all in one swoop. And that's exactly what happened.
Like, I keep it a buck with you. Like, we get to the point where we do 10 shows a month on our Patreon, right?
Minimum.
10 shows a month, minimum. I'm just keeping it a buck. There ain't many Patreons out here, and I'm talking about motherfuckers that's charging $25, $50 a month. They not doing 10 episodes a month on Patreon. I'm the big dogs, 4 episodes. Yes. I'm not joking. We do 10 a month on our Patreon, 2 of them geared directly towards our audience, on top of doing 4 2-hour shows on our main feed. So on any given month, we're just doing a base of 14 shows. If you do 4 2 hours and 10 1 hours, you got 18 hours of content for the month. That's just a base. Never mind us doing this. 2.5 hours with y'all, 2 hours with them, an hour here, hour here. He in North Jersey doing an hour.
Last month, we did 9 other podcasts outside of our show.
Right.
And some required travel, all required time, thinking, planning, like all of that shit.
So you do this, and then when you don't see the embrace, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then let's be real, we're doing a show that has been, for the most part, geared towards Philadelphians. Mm-hmm. There ain't another show out here where you can go and you can listen to A.O., who's a street ball legend from North Philly, Michael Nutter, who's the former mayor, DJ A Boogie, who's the biggest DJ in like the world, Barb, who owns Tasties, Omar Tate, who's the chef of the year, Ra, who went to Penn and is one of the biggest sports gamblers out there with Bill Simmons and the Ringer, dope shows, Kev Dolce and Herm Dolce. It's just Philadelphia.
Pastor Carl,
who
just opened up
Clint
for
Coley, Mona,
don't call me Marco this weekend.
You name them. It's just like they've been on the show. Yeah. And it's like when you don't see that quick embrace, or that even that long embrace, after a while, it's just like, what's happening? That it's like we're talking to all the people you like, all this content, something's not connecting right. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And it puts you in a spot where you just like, should I just go do something else?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the biggest thing. It's like we're so good at a lot of different shit. I'm just like, we just gonna do something else. I'm the type of person where it's like, yo, if I'm the problem, I'll get out y'all way. Yeah. Y'all can have this shit because I'm gonna be successful regardless. Whatever I do or decide to do, I can go back to doing nightclubs tomorrow and make $200,000 a year. No problem.
Yeah. And I look at it like, it got deeper than my sisters or my wife or my friends telling me you're good. I can remember my dispatcher at SEPTA pulled me to the side, was like, yo, your podcast is really, really like all that. Yeah. He's like, I know you ain't gonna be here much longer. He was like, just do it gracefully. I'm like, okay. I'm literally out and about. They come to me like, yeah, they was talking about you down at the Union Hall. Like, yeah, the guy from Allegheny got some show, man. It's like, everybody's like, yeah, that shit is real. So he do some type of radio show or something. So I'm just like, yeah, you out in the public, you with your girl, you with your family, your friend, whatever. People are just walking up to you like, yo, man, you get me through my work week. Yo, man, when I go on trips and I do over the road trucking, man, I save your shows, listen to when I get out there. I told you, dude came to me the other night, was like, yo, man, my whole life changed listening to y'all. Yep. I had somebody straight came to me, was like, yo, I just got approved for my first house. Nobody in my family ever owned a house. Listening to y'all on Patreon talk that credit shit, I got approved for a house. How the fuck am I not supposed to be doing this? And you have them moments where you really, really sit back and you just like, we became a big if you know, you know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's how it felt. Where it's like, yeah, we not sensational. There is no nonsense. He's never going to have a wig on and we cursing each other the fuck out. It's just never going to happen. But you listen to us, you get real honest talk. These are honest discussions. These are honest thoughts. This is what I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling today. This is what I'm thinking today. We might bid on some shit. We might go down a rabbit hole talking about some shit one of us learned for the week. It's just good discussion between two maturing men. And we realized to like not bring our friends because they're knuckleheads. But never mind that. It's like people don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear y'all because y'all are really putting your all into this shit. And, you know, you just get to a point where, like, you see it now, like, all right, now it feels like the pendulum is finally starting to swing. Yep. And things are starting to line up where it's like, oh, damn, yeah, you're good enough to do this. Or, yeah, you should be recognized for this. Or you should have this going on. And
we didn't even talk about the fact we just got honored by we got recognized by the city.
But, yeah, City Council gave us a Living Legends award. You know what I mean? Damn. Like, yeah, you know, it feels good. It's big. It feels good, but at the same time, it's like the work is like just starting. As crazy as that sounds. Like, yeah, we've been 7 years at it, but it's like we trying to go 27. So it's like you got a lot more work to do because now you're gonna have certain eyes on you. You're gonna have certain doors that get open for you. You're gonna have certain people where we couldn't get this interview before because before it was two dickheads and a camera production. Now it's like this is Revolt Podcast Network calling on behalf of the Exactly. We want to. It's just
it sounds better.
It sounds and looks a lot better. So it's a whole different ball game and a whole different type of feel. Yeah. So yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I'm appreciative and I'm thankful for the opportunity. But at the same time, you got to acknowledge like niggas really did 15, 18 hours of content a month on top of doing their regular day-to-day lives. Yeah. And we didn't, like he said, the biggest difference is we just didn't stop. It's a lot of podcasts that came along and phased out. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of podcasts that had it rolling and just stopped for whatever reason.
It was podcasts that started before us, and they had a different, you know, they wasn't like in the sphere of what we was doing, like entertainment, news, and all of that. Mm-hmm. But it was like, oh, business, this or credit that or whatever. People that introduced us to who we eventually was in business with at New Media and stuff like that. And they podcast is nowhere to be found.
We invested our own money, time, bunch of headache for 3.5 years. We went 3.5 years, essentially felt like we was just dumping money down
every single month.
And that's the part where, like, he says all the time, it takes you 10 years to become an overnight success. Because people are going to see this who don't know of anything about this, just be like, oh, where'd they come from? Mm-hmm. Not knowing that I was legitimately waking up at 6 a.m., going to drive 2 trips on the 9, going on break at 10 o'clock, driving up northeast to meet him to record our show, Feasterville, to record our show, trying to hurry up and get back down the boulevard before my break was over to go back on the street. That's the type of shit you do, and you don't really think about it. It just was like, it's what needs to be done. Yep. And you do that, and there is no golden ticket at the end. There might not be no rainbow at the end. You know what I mean? Like, you really don't know.
You might not even get a good job. You might not even get we fuck with the show.
Yeah.
It might be nothing
Like,
at the end.
Like you said, until you did, you might even get acknowledged.
Like,
It's a thankless fucking job.
So, you going out and doing all of this, and there ain't no... I know people, man, listen, there's people that fuck with me. It's women that have all that, but they don't listen to this shit. That's just life. That's the way it go. And you got to be ready for that, and you got to be cool with that. And if you cool with that and you ready for that, then do it. You know what I mean? But we are, at times, I feel like a little too humble. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. I feel that about myself. Like, yeah, because you should be able to stand up and, like, pound on your chest. Like, yeah, nigga, like, I did something that's pretty cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody in my family did no crazy shit like that. Everybody, like, worked and did they 30 years and retired. Like, I'm the first one that's, like, kind of stepping out there. And I left from a situation that was, like, again, a 30-year and retired, John. Like, I stepped out there and was just like, I want to pursue this because I think I'm good at this. So why the fuck not? If not me, who?
Yeah.
And I feel good about it. I feel comfortable about it, and I feel like we're in position to really, really show what we can do. And if you're not inspired by it, or you're not like, damn, that's decent, you need to go to the fucking doctor, because it's two niggas who essentially started with nothing. Like we didn't even have equipment when we started.
Yep.
We was going to the studio paying them. And the studio realized what was happening, kind of tried to like lock us into a situation with their network. And it got so ridiculous to where they realized we were making money and was like, oh man, we should get some of that money.
Yep.
And we had to get out of that. And I say it all the time. We started our own RSS feed. The same RSS feed that we're about to reroute and partner with Revolt because they're taking control of the RSS feed. When we started that RSS feed, that first episode had like 212 downloads.
Yep.
Dead ass. After
I'm looking at it like how I said the first episode we did had 14,000 downloads. I'm looking at the 212 like, is this right? Like, so don't nobody give a fuck?
Because we wasn't on our own when we started with the network. That was their RSS feed.
Yeah.
We started our own RSS feed. That shit had
Still had to start over,
Yeah.
We had to start from scratch. Where's Scratch?
Where's Scratch? Over there.
We went back to Scratch.
We had 212 downloads on that
can't
first
tell
jump.
me nothing about this media shit.
We got our banner a couple months ago that we hit 2 million downloads. And it was just like,
that's good shit.
Man, like, all right. Like, so, end of the day, it's like, yeah, it was time to celebrate this past weekend, but still a lot of work and a lot of things I want to do.
We got 2 interviews tomorrow that we're doing with 2 totally different people that do 2 totally different things. And then next Friday we supposed to be interviewing somebody else that's a creative director for like a super big artist, multi-platinum artist, one of the biggest artists out. We interviewing him on Friday if everything go through. And then 2 weeks after that, we got our first billionaire on the show. And then after that,
trying to lock up our first big drop for the situation. Yeah. So it's just a lot. But like I said, it's fun and it's rewarding and it feels good because it's, think about it. We be at 3 hours.
3 hours. I mean, we
Bro, we ain't do shit.
I'm about to say, Rob just over there just enjoying the conversation and shit.
But I noticed that whenever we go to do somebody's show, the one we always get is, I've recorded with y'all longer than I recorded with anybody. Like we get that shit all the time. If we go do a show that's going to be 45 minutes, it ends up being an hour and a half. If we go do somebody's show that's an hour, it ends up being an hour and a half. We go do somebody's show that's an hour and a half, it ends up being 2.5 hours. We go do a show that's supposed to be 2 hours, it ends up being 3.5 hours. Like, just because people are like, man, I can listen to y'all niggas talk all day. Like, goddamn, like,
it's definitely probably our longest podcast for real. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'm ready to go eat.
We have that effect.
I'm about to say, I'm getting a little hungry and shit.
Get a burrito.
Yeah. But no, we appreciate y'all having us, man. And just, if I could say anything, just keep going. Like, motherfuckers, the thing is, people are afraid to fail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because failing,
or even worse, afraid to look uncool.
Yeah,
like I'm participating in some shit that ain't cool or ain't the wave or whatever. It's like you gotta forge your own path at the end of the day and do what you believe in.
Failing is uncomfortable as shit. It is. You know what I'm saying? It's the most uncomfortable thing you could, because you don't know what's gonna happen after you do that. You don't know if people are gonna laugh. You don't know if people are gonna feel sorry. You don't know if you're gonna get condolences. You really don't know. And it's the fear in the mental of failing that makes people not want to attempt anything. You know what I mean? People I know who are actually creative or actually had good ideas that just didn't want to even take an attempt at that shit. Yeah. So just taking the attempt, you already are in the game. don't stop doing this shit. Yep. Trust and believe me, dog. Like, I'm not joking. Like it was funny because I was in the gym today with my homie, and we were just like joking around, like talking shit or whatever. And he had mentioned like pull-ups, and I was like, yeah, some. I was knocking out like 10, 12 pull-ups at a time. And he was like, you can't do no fucking pull-ups. And I literally just like randomly did a pull-up in front of him, and then like held myself up there and was like looking down at him. He was like, yo, you really can do fucking pull-ups? Just like. Yeah, I remember when I attempted to do pull-ups when I first started working out years ago, that shit was like a joke. Yeah. Now it's like an afterthought. Yeah. And that's kind of how it go. Like, you break down to build up. And that's just, you know that shit. Like, that's just the reality. Like, I can tell you, I remember my first time getting on a fucking pedal bike. I did like 3 miles and was gassed. I got to the point where I rode that bike 81 miles one day. So it's like, if you just don't stop, you're gonna get there.
Yep. Yeah.
That like not try. If you decide today I'm walking to California and don't stop, you know you have to get to California
eventually. Yeah.
Like you're not gonna like get to like somewhere that isn't California if you just decide don't stop walking.
Yeah, that's a fact.
There's nothing else.
On your Forrest Gump.
No, that's a fact, bro.
So really, that's what it be, is the fact that people will attempt shit and then stop, and then they'll turn around and be like, "You attempting shit."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people will place their insecurities and their fears on you when you trying to do something that looks like uncomfortable or something that where you blazing uncharted territory. Because that's exactly what we did. There was podcasts that came before us, but it's like their POV was different, especially from our area where we from, and they didn't really have a notoriety. And for whatever reason, people took to this shit like a fish to water from our first episode, man. And it was just like we had extreme highs. We did the Roost Picnic early as shit. We did the first podcast on the first podcast stage at the Roost Picnic, at the last Roost Picnic at fucking Festival Pier. They over at the fucking Man Now, whatever. And then, you know, people care so much. It was like a whole controversy when we wasn't on last year and this year. And this year I had to tell people like, it's okay. Tone it down. You don't make these people, relax.
Yeah. But I'm one of them people in life where I have moments of like doubt. Yeah. Because I think that's what everybody does. It's normal. But then when I think about it, there really hasn't been shit I haven't achieved in life. That's just the reality of it. Everything I wanted to do, I kind of just did. I didn't make the basketball team in 6th grade. That still hurts. But outside of that, I've pretty much, like, that's when my wife, the day I met her, I was like, I'm gonna marry you. I literally said that to her. Been together 13 years. There's literally nothing I haven't like said that. You know that manifestation shit? As nutty as it sounds, I'm not about to wear no rocks or no crystals or no shit. But that shit is real. Yeah. That shit is a real thing. So it's like, yeah, if you can believe that shit, you can achieve. I hate to go 80s. You know, believe it. Yeah. But if you can achieve, believe that shit, believe me, yo, you can get there. And I know we got a lot more shit. I keep it above with you. Like, and I'll say it here. I want to interview Barack Obama. And I honestly think we could do that. I honestly think we could have a dope-ass conversation with Barack Obama.
We already put our hat in the ring to interview Van Jones. We should have an answer soon. Yeah. We're going to get Van. Yeah, that might be happening sooner than later. Yeah, because what it is we're in a space where we're men of a certain age, so it's like all of our contemporaries and stuff that's doing something positive is doing something really positive. Mm-hmm. They're doing impactful shit, so they're around in the orbit of all of these super successful people. I know somebody that's got a one-to-one relationship with Van Jones. They call him on the phone, talk to the man every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a situation where it's like, yo, just see, just ask. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh, he gonna be here on such and such date. I'm a figure that out for y'all. You know what I'm saying? My niece called me last night. She Polo G Chef. She said, yo, Polo gonna be here. I know you don't have no parties no more and all this and all that, but if you need him for something, let me know. I'm like, see if we can get a 20-minute interview. Mm-hmm. She like, I'm gonna talk to his assistant on Tuesday. I'm gonna ask. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're in a position now where it's like everybody is starting to reach their final form and establish themselves, and whether it be a passion project or their career or whatever. And life has taken all of these different people that we know that we've helped in one way or another, and helped them, develop or platform them on the show, whatever, and now they're happy to fucking make them phone calls and all that because they know it's not no bullshit attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
they know that it's going to be a respectful conversation. We're not going to embarrass nobody. And it's something that's going to be like a legacy piece, something that people can fucking hang their hat on that they proud of. Like, no, I was on the Realest Podcast Ever. Look, check this out. You know what I'm saying? Mike Nutter was like, yo, he's like, I don't have Instagram, but I'm big on Twitter. Anything y'all put out there, just tag me and then text me and let me know it's out there, and I'll share it. And sure enough, every single clip, every link, whatever I sent, he shared. He got 140,000 followers. He don't got to do that shit.
Yeah. Ex-mayor.
Two-time mayor.
Ex-mayor, yeah.
Two-time mayor, yeah. That's a big job.
My very last John. So as far as like doing like interviews and stuff, do y'all still find y'all own people, or do like Revolt have like a hand when that with helping y'all?
They told us when we had the initial the second Zoom we did, because that one we was on with the VP and
podcast coordinator,
and he was like, just give me the wish list of who you want, and we'll go to work. So I'm like, all right, Barack, Jay-Z, Oprah Winfrey. Like,
I'll show you the list. Like I have a regular list, and then I have a Hail Mary list.
Hail Mary list.
And then don't repeat this, but I'm gonna show you. That's our upcoming guests.
All right.
Might put the sophisticated look
I like that one.
Like, oh shit.
That's gonna be a good one.
Confirmed. Like all of those are confirmed. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be a good one.
Let me see.
I'll
make sure I ain't miss none.
And then I'm gonna show you the so I got a wish list of like stuff that can happen. Like it's not a big deal. And then I got like a Hail Mary list, and the Hail Mary list is like Issa Rae, SZA, like to where it's like these people don't really talk to
Kevin
anybody.
Hart.
Yeah, why the fuck they gonna talk to us? I have a path to a Kevin Hart interview. Yeah. The problem is that it needed to be. It was like a clear path, and I got a homie that's in the entertainment industry, like a big deal. He lives in South Florida, but he program events for like Live and Stories nightclub group. But he also has a company that does installations for like artists and stuff. So he TikTok had a Black History Month concert. That was his concert, like shit like that. Like when Kevin Hart did
Vegas.
Rehab. He put him at the Hard Rock at Rehab.
Hard Rock. Yeah,
at Rehab. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff like that to where it's like he's the only person that's not part of Heartbeat Productions that can book Kevin Hart, like stuff like that. So he told me, he said, "Yo, you got to do this. You got to get beans. You got to go viral. And then after you get beans, then I'm gonna fucking show Meek the Beans interview. Then I'm gonna interview Meek, and then we're gonna do Trey Songz, and then after that, I'm gonna get y'all Kevin Hart, whatever." The problem is everybody can get beans on the phone except me, apparently. Like I've been chasing beans for this, and that was 2 years ago. It was 2 Augusts ago. I've been chasing beans for this interview for 2 years. I've offered him all types of money. He did a concert last Saturday going against us, all kinds of shit. And it's just like I talked to his assistant. She was like, "Let me holler at Beans, and I'm gonna get right back to you." That was 4 months ago. She never got back to me. So now the path looks a little bit different because we with the network now. Yeah. So now it's like all those people. Yeah. I was in defeat. We were more gracious than we were for the people that showed up, and that's something that we can hang our hat on. It's like we had every reason to spaz and curse motherfuckers out. We just was gracious and like not right now. Like what I'm saying, because like a no is not always no. It might be a not right now.
Not right now, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So us being gracious in defeat is going to allow us to come back around. And I'm going to have our podcast coordinator and our marketing team. Hey, here's a list of who I want. And then it's going to be like, hey, this is such and such from Revolt Podcast Network calling on behalf of the Realest Podcast. It changes the conversation.
Spin that block the second time.
Because number one, nobody wants to piss Puff off. And then number two, nobody wants to piss the network off. Because that may end up being like an avenue or something where they could turn around and break bread and make money with them later. So it's a different conversation now. So it's like, yo, for everybody that we definitely already had, we're going to repeat some of those. We're going to have Umar back. We're going to have Smart again. We might have Smart and Umar together and really break the fucking internet.
Umar together.
Crazy.
Shit.
That'd be crazy.
I just got to figure out the timing and the proper venue to, to host that, whatever, and get our POV together, but that's going to happen. So it's like all of these different stuff. And, we have very grandiose plans on how we're going to do it. And my whole thing with the network is it's a cosign as much as it is an economic opportunity. So I know how to use a cosign better than anybody. Like I've already we used the Umar interview to get 7 more interviews. Mm-hmm. So what you think I'm going to do with a multi-million-dollar network behind me? Whatever the fuck I want. Whatever the fuck I want, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
walking in the Longhorn,
Yo,
for Revolt.
For Revolt.
Yeah, I need a table for 2. Like, yeah, that's funny as shit. But yeah, man, like I said, it's all good.
I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm very proud of y'all.
Man.
I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all.
Y'all got anything else?
Y'all done? Y'all got something else?
Man.
Nah.
Subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/official TRPE.
Yeah, we only recording on Patreon for this week, maybe next week.
Yeah, because we're stockpiling content for the launch or whatever. So it's like our whole plan is to come out the gate with like 10 crazy joints like out the gate and just solidify ourselves as the best show.
Yeah,
over there.
we got a big one that we're trying to like really, really lock down. You know, keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Got you on that one. The realest podcast ever.
Facts.
SandBox.
This is the SandBox.
Great fucking conversation.
Facts. Act of love.
Can we get back for that?
Facts. And